I believe we're live. That's what it says. Y'all should be able to hear me too. Let me get my chat going. Okay, the chat's up. Yep, I'm live. So local live here, here, and here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Everybody's live. What's up, everyone? I hope you're well. Good to see you as always. I'm back for
another one.
Darn it, my short string is not where I want to be. Oh, well, we'll fix it in a second. Andy Beckon saying live. Yep, I'm live. We are live right now. Good morning. I think it's good morning for you, Andy. Not sure. Good morning to you. How you doing, Bushido? Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, Bushido, what do you think of the God of War game? Team RE9, Team F, Kabam drops. Bobby, I know you're mad about the drops, but trust me when I tell you the thing I'm working on behind scenes, you'll be like, okay, that makes sense. I see why you weren't worried. But Bobby, I did play the new Resident Evil for about an hour and a half last night. I just got past the initial opening salvo because you know they demoed that and everyone knew about it, so I wanted to get past that. So now when I go live, it's going to be all new content, and I did release a short too. It's all right. Don't think I'm going to buy it though. Yeah, that's how I feel. I was like, it's okay. I don't think I really want it though. But I will say, Bushido, they are remaking God of War, and I know they're probably years out from it, but I will platinum all the old God of War games, the first three. Like when they release them, I will platinum them. So I'm going to get the history of Kratos. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. How you doing, Ron? I see you over there. Oh crap! Turn off the light. Turned off the light. Oh crap! There we go. So, I watched the stream. Game is sensational. Yeah, the graphics look amazing. And Bobby, you probably aren't aware, but I was testing something last night and it worked. So I'm excited. Like I'm so excited. I'm gonna tell you in a second what it was. It's just some, recording things that I've been working on, and I totally forgot about it, but it worked yesterday, and I'm just like, oh wow, I can do this moving forward. So, oh man, I made a lot of progress yesterday. Like I think the midnight stream was a success, and I think I want to do that again moving forward. I told you, yeah, Bobby, Bobby. It was like Leon's part was really fun, but playing as Grace, trying to figure out how to escape that, whatever that lady was, I was like, bro, this was giving me Resident Evil 7 vibes, but better. I was like, my goodness. Oh, I don't have my intro going. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat. There's my intro. $54, yep. Yepers. 54. There we go. Let's pull this up. Perfect. I guess we can go here while you're waiting. And let's pull this up. We'll pull this up right here. Oh, crap. Darn it. I hate when this happens. There we go. And we'll pull that up. Okay. What's up, Say Fossey? Lefty Hell Camping out for live stream tickets. Oh yeah, that's how I do. Say Fossey, come on, that's nothing new here. I'm not new. You're not new to this. I'm true to this. Come on, Say Fossey. You know how I get down. You know how Lefty gets down. Oh, let me put the timer up too. Where's my timer? I don't know what my timer is. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. There we go. But okay, Bobby, get this right. Let me show you something, Bobby. I'm so proud of this. I'm so very proud of this. Hold on, Bobby. Bobby, yesterday I was testing out something and I wasn't even sure if it'll work, but it worked. And the good thing is I'm going to use it in my video when I make it for the Resident Evil. Oh, sorry about that. Let me move out the way. But let's get the footage. So yesterday, I worked on something yesterday and it was a success. So I'm gonna give you an example. Like, look, this is me playing Resident Evil yesterday. Recording. So you can hear my voice and you can see me overlaid, right? You can see me right here, overlay. So it's like, okay.
Let's go.
But yesterday, I recorded something, and I was able to get the footage without me in it. You don't see me, and you still can hear the sound effects. You can still hear the sound. So it's just like, I was recording twice yesterday, one with me in it and one with me without it. So now I can use the footage to make more content for Resident Evil, and it worked. I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it worked. Just leave some tickets for me. Say, Fossey, my boy, bro. What? I'll end up giving you tickets. What you be? Say, Fossey. Like, what you be? Say, Fossey. You like, I'm not going to take care of my homies. Say, Fossey, you my man. You my main man. Also, you must have missed it, but Grace mom, Alyssa, is a main character in an Outbreak. Oh, I did see that. I probably will make that a short. Lefty loves the North Star. Who are you? I was hoping for Resident Evil 9. We'll probably play Resident Evil 9 tonight. We'll probably stream it tonight. I'll probably do a stream for the drops, and then I'll come back and do another stream tonight. That's what I'm thinking about doing. How you doing, Big Papa? How's everyone? So drops on RA? Yeah, the Kabam announced that there will be drops, yeah. But Bobby, don't worry about that. Just trust my vision, okay? Just trust my vision. Trust me when I say Kabam will have drops. It'll be okay. Just trust my vision. That's all I can tell you right now, Bobby. And I know it's kind of hard to do because he's like, I know you want me to play Resident Evil, but trust the vision. Just trust it. Nah, I'm asking if they are. Oh, I can't say what they are. Kabam wouldn't be happy about that, so I can't say what they are. Resident Evil, I have it downloaded. I have it downloaded, but haven't started it. Oh, nice. D-Mucky, I'm going to go live probably later on this evening to stream it. There are some things I got to do. Like I got to, do my MCoC obligations. I got to go buy a video game for my Switch 2 because I want Donkey Kong. And I get something to eat, and then we're going to come back and stream Resident Evil tonight. I'm so excited. And Bobby, I got 2 trophies yesterday. I got 2 trophies. Oh, Kabam won't be happy. Whatever will I do? I could feel the sarcasm. I did not realize the drops from 25th until the 28th. Are they? Have they announced the drops? Hi, will the drops today from Kabam soon, and will they be good? I can't say. There are drops, but I can't say what they are. Can't say. Sorry. We were just watching Little Man playing. But yeah, I did see some people streaming it, but I didn't watch it. Like I'm going to be playing it, and I don't want any spoilers. So I haven't watched anyone play it. I just been playing it on my own. I haven't played it at all. Like I want to only play it on stream, and I want to get almost every trophy. I saw your trophies. You were recording them too. Yes, I was recording them. I have every second of playtime I played yesterday for Resident Evil 9 was recorded. And it was recorded on 2 different ways. It was recorded with me in it and then with me without it. So if I want to make footage on it, I can. So, Bobby, phase 2 is going well. Ghost of Yote was phase 1. Resident Evil is phase 2. And it's going well. Lefty has a laundry corner. Not a laundry corner. That's just that's just my thermals right there. You see it right there? Right here? That's just my thermals, and I just throw them there because I don't feel like hanging them up. Like if you notice, my closet is full of shirts, and having to go through it and pull it out is really stressful. And I only wear thermals in the wintertime, so they just literally lay there all year. But yeah, and since I do have a laundry corner, peak is just to come. Yeah, I know, Bobby. I want to go live tonight. I promise my youngest son I won't start until he's home from school. He's 8, but likes horror. Oh, nice, D-Mucky. Nice, but I might have to change that. Someone did call me out on that the other day. I'm gonna change that. You know what? Yeah, thank you, Yusafa. I will have to change that. Oh, matter of fact, while we're at it, we can go to the purple app. Actually, I might have to end the TikTok stream. I'm probably gonna have to end the TikTok stream because I don't want to have to dance around saying the purple app and. Why didn't Kabam come up? Kabam. Is this Kabam? Yeah, this is Kabam. Yeah, I think I'm going to end the purple app stream, guys, because they're probably going to say the purple app's name a lot, and I don't feel like having to deal with that. So we're going to end the purple app stream here. I'm sorry, purple app, for getting your hopes up, but I can't stream on you today, unfortunately. So peace out, purple app. TikTok. Damn it. Keep saying, okay, I'm not live on TikTok. I can say it now. I'm only going to stay live on Twitch and on YouTube today. Yo, Lefty Bros, how you doing, Berserker? Will you do another late live stream for that? Because if your Resident Evil to me, it's very early. It's like 6 a.m. and I was dead in my bed. No, it'll probably be, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming today, but I want to start streaming around 7 p.m. on my time, Bobby. So around that time, 7, 8. And I want to do like a 4, maybe 5 hour stream for it. So that's what I'm thinking. I hope that's not too late for you, Bobby. Let me know if that works for you. Because I definitely want to do another one of those streams. W Resident Evil stream. Yeah, Jody, it was a rousing success. Like, I had a good time with it. Like, we were playing, I played another game before it. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like, for certain games like Resident Evil, because I really love that game, I'll probably do a midnight stream for it. But like games like 007 or Wolverine, I'll just wait until the next day. But GTA, Resident Evil, we're doing midnight streams for those. So we'll see what happens. It was really good. Like, it was really, really good. I will say one of the scenes in it didn't really make sense to me. Like how Leon got easily, what time is it right now? It is 12:14 my time. How you doing, Yog? I see you over there. Hope you are well. JXT, thank you for the follow. Hope you're well. What time? Oh, we're there already. What time is the live stream? It's in about 45 minutes. It's 20:04 my time. So it's 10:14 your time? No. 8:14 your time? How's it going, Lefty? I'm hyped for the stream. Yeah, I'm kind of excited too. I'm kind of excited. So it's 8. So in 7 hours, it'll be, if it's 8, 7, it would be 3 a.m. your time, Bobby. Goodness gracious, it'll be 3 a.m. your time. Around 3, yeah, probably around 3 a.m. So you still might be in bed. 3 a.m. is fine? Okay. But I do want to get another Resident Evil stream in tonight. Later today, I'm here heading to GameStop to pick up Resident Evil Requiem. I heard that there were spoilers floating around, but I managed to dodge them. Yeah, I heard there were too. I haven't heard anything though. I just see your timer. It's 11:30 p.m. Oh, okay. Yeah, the timer is when you let when the Kabam live stream will start. That's what the timer's for. I thought about buying the physical copy of Resident Evil 9. I have thought about it. I don't know if I will, but I have entertained the idea. I was moving like Leon in the laser hallway of Resident Evil 4. Yo, I'll say Grace's part, bro, it was so eerie what was happening. It was so eerie. Did everyone get these drops? Because they ended about 43 minutes. I think the drops that I'm seeing is ending when the Kabam starts. I'm going to miss the 2-hour reward. I'm so sorry. Mozart. It's okay. There will be more drops. Hopefully they're good. We'll see. Lefty. How did you choose Lefty as your channel name? Well, one of my favorite superheroes when they go undercover is Lefty. It's Matches Malone or Lefty Knox. And I wanted Matches Malone. That was the name I wanted, but someone already claimed it. So I decided to go with Lefty Knox. And to be honest, I think it has a better ring to it anyway. Also, to see where Victor choked Leon to sleep is all right. Leon's infected and Victor is obviously powered by some boy. Yeah, but I'll say when he went to sleep, I was like, he must be drained. Damn, only at 2%. Damn it, Hake. How you doing, Miles? Saying hello, I'm back. Welcome back. How you doing, Mad Sweeney? I'm happy to play as Grace. I love the character who are just average Joes like Ethan. He had training from Chris, yeah, but he was still a regular dude. Yeah, I hope. It seemed like, no spoilers, Undead, but it seemed like they paid homage to a lot of the old Resident Evil games, which I really liked. Because when I was playing, I was like, this feels reminiscent a little bit of Resident Evil 7. That's the feeling I was getting. I'm Forgotten saying, hey everyone, how you doing? I'm good. How you doing, Trippy? Saying, oof. Yeah, you got a cool name. Thank you. Because I wanted Matches Malone. That's the name I wanted for my channel. Because my channel staff happened after I started playing MCoC. Like, I created the name Lefty Knox because someone had Matches Malone. I started playing MCoC before I even really had a YouTube channel, because I wasn't really on YouTube like that. YouTube was just starting after I graduated college or graduated grad school, and I wasn't really on it. Resident Evil 7, yeah, but I'll say it gave me a lot of Resident Evil 7 vibes, which I love. Well, Leon is slowly also record shooting for some reason got infected by some ass virus. So where's Jill at? You know what? Don't even tell me. I heard it felt like, oh yeah, it did. And I will be playing Resident Evil tonight, guys. Don't worry. How you doing, Jamal? And Bobby, just so you know, I'm going to be playing Resident Evil more than you think I'm going to be playing it. Cody, how are you doing? Resident Evil 7 is the best game. I don't know if I would agree with that. I think Resident Evil 4 is the best Resident Evil game, but I would say Resident Evil 7 is second. Clickbait, it came here for Requiem. Hold on, is it? Don't play with me, Xander. I had to check. I thought I had the wrong gaming category. I play RE 2, 3, 7, and 8. I picked up 4 soon enough, though. Yeah, you need to play Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 to me is the best Resident Evil. You will be surprised by the person who's talking to Leon in his ear. Bet. Because that voice, I didn't recognize the voice. But I will tell you, though, Bobby, one of the scenes as you were going to the location, getting there was kind of awesome. I was like, whoa, a lot is happening here. I was like, oh, my gosh. So yeah, Bobby, like, you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about when it comes to Resident Evil 9. Things are looking good. Things are already looking good. That's all I can say. I can't tell you why yet, but things are looking good. And when I get the information I need to get, I will make a channel update video, Bobby, because changes are coming to the channel. And that's mainly because of Twitch. There are going to be a lot of changes coming to my YouTube channel because of Twitch. So keep that in mind, Bobby. I just need you to trust the process. Does it have new drops? There are drops. That's all I'm going to say. There are drops. There are drops that end at 1 or when Kabam goes live, and there are other drops that starts when Kabam goes live, I think. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 looks fantastic. I'll say I can't fully form an opinion between 2 yet, but the atmosphere of Resident Evil 7 just stuck with me. I agree. A good change would be changing to Lefty Loves Kazook. Why are you this way? Today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Miles. Can we get GG's in the chat for Miles? Happy birthday. Will Negasonic be the Alliance Coliseum boss? There were rumors. It's not true, right? I haven't heard any of those rumors. I'm just gonna assume you're getting you get sponsored to play Requiem. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see, Bobby. I can't say anything about anything yet. I do want to get 5 and 6 a chance though. No, for me, Undead, I'm not gonna play 5 or 6 unless they remake them. They have to remake them. I don't want to play old graphic games. Even if the games are, well, I feel like if they remake them, they'll be better. Even though Resident Evil 3 was not better when they remade it. We're getting the full view of Lefty Knox. It is. It's the full view. It is the full view. This is my office though. Like the fact that you Safa seen my thermal stone over there, I didn't think anyone would notice that. If you did, that would be the biggest W in your channel history. No, Bobby, that wouldn't be the biggest W. That would be the second biggest W. That's all I can say, Bobby. I can't really say much about what it is I'm working on behind the scenes, but trust me when I tell you, that'll be the second biggest W on the channel. Have to sleep. All right, y'all. I'll catch you later. Green Ghost, thanks for checking in. I never really minded graphics as long as the gameplay is fun. That's what hooks me in games along with story. Well, I heard such bad things about Resident Evil 5. Even though I see my boy Maurice play, I was just like, it doesn't really look like a game I really want to play. But I did platinum Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8, and I will platinum Resident Evil 9. That's happening. That will be happening. Like, I expect to get wrecked. Also, Bobby, when I was playing the game, I didn't see... Maybe you got to beat the game to unlock the next tier difficulty, but I didn't see the advanced difficulty, so I'm assuming you have to unlock it. We getting a promo code? I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Let me check my promo code real quick. Do I have a promo code? Oh, no, that's my CCP code. I don't see my promo code, guys, so maybe we're not getting one. Yeah, I don't see it. Let me double check. Oh, here, is this it? No, there's nothing there, guys. There's nothing there, so I guess not. I don't see nothing. I guess yeah, but I think you have to unlock it. I'm not sure. Most I've heard is a game you want to play co-op because the AI team is a class. Yeah, that's what I heard too. That's why I don't want to play it. I'm hyped that I'm at 17. I'm able to drive at 14 in Iowa, but I passed the driving test and I got a BMW i8. Nice, Miles. At 120 while working out. Maybe I will leave it to watch and go to sleep after. Okay. Oh, I just realized you streamed 5 hours earlier. Yeah, I did. I was live playing Resident Evil. I wasn't gonna, like Bobby, I wasn't gonna miss day one. Like even no matter what, I wasn't gonna miss the drop of Resident Evil 9. I don't care. I wasn't gonna miss it. I was going to make it happen, and I was gonna be up on time to react to Kabam live stream. Got to get my priorities in order. If there was no Kabam live stream, I would have streamed longer for Resident Evil 9. But I was like, I'll just play until we get past the part that we're in, like the promo footage, and then we'll go from there. You just yet to get, yeah, that's what, Bobby, that's why I stopped. I was like, we're gonna get past the promo stuff, and then we're gonna do another stream where we can see what the real world of Resident Evil 7. I'm contemplating playing Resident Evil 1 or 0. I might try them. Once you leave the hospital, it's emotional. Emotional damage. I'm really excited, Bobby. I'm so excited. Like, that's why I will be coming back later on today to play. Like, the only thing, I don't have nothing to do today. It's Friday. I have nothing on the schedule. Like, I cleared my schedule for Resident Evil 7 and for the Kabam drops. Cleared the schedule. So all I have to do is go pick up a video game.
You're not him.
I've been missing that sound effect. Hold on. Have my ads been working? They haven't been popping up. Have the ads been working on the bottom of the screen, guys? I kind of want to, hold on, let me see if I can play an ad. I don't see them. Oh, they are working. Okay, cool. They are working. I just wanted to see, because I turned them off yesterday. Like, Bobby, it was such a test stream that no one knew was a test stream. Like, I was trying so many things. I deactivated all my effects and my sound effects for Resident Evil because I didn't want them to ruin the footage. So I had to make sure it all worked, and it did. So all my footage is uninterrupted. It doesn't have any of the streams about to start ads or none of that. It's just going to be straight footage. I'm so excited. Oh man, I cannot be more excited about it. I'm going to be trying to blend my RE9 playthrough with my Expedition 33 playthrough because I just started Expedition 33 last night. How is it? I probably won't be playing that game, but it did win Game of the Year, so. I need 1, 2 T for my first rank 5. Who should it be? It depends. It should be the first rank 5 should be someone you want it to be. I'm on to new Twitch drops active in MCoC strongly. I think so, yeah. Pistol Polo, thank you for checking in for the 42nd time. Let me make sure everything is up to par. Okay, I'm ready to record, ready to screenshot. We got all 3 screens going. We got about 33 minutes. I'm here for that. Are y'all excited? Vibe meter check. I want to see how y'all, how excited y'all are. So vibe meter on. I'm gonna say I'm at an 8. Did it not pop up? Oh, I think I deactivated it. Where's it at? There it is. I'm gonna say, Bobby says 0. I'm at an 8. Bobby, you are really something else, yo. You are really something else. See, Bobby says I'm a 0. What's good? What's going on, E21? How are you doing? I'm at a 9. The 7-star extension has me ready. I'm not really excited about a 7-star extension. I'm just not excited about it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not. How you doing, Devil Dog? It seems like you're all moderately excited. That's what it seems like. Like, yo, I'm okay. I'm at a 4.7. Yeah, y'all aren't really excited today. Why not? I'm looking forward to see Kabam Mike and Kabam Vincent, all of them.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
it gives me an excuse to put more stuff.
Overrated as fuck, in my opinion. I mean,
if I get extension for Zemo, I would definitely use it on him. But if I get extension for like someone like Danny Moonstar. I was in from Marilyn Pry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got an idea for my breakdown video for her. I got an effect I want to try. Hi from RE9. Hi. How are you doing? If Danny, I got a whole. You're about to say my whole more resources. If I get, you think? How are you? What do you think about the new Boot with the Wolf Champ? They look interesting. I will say, Madeline Pryor looks kind of overpowered to me. She looks like a really overpowered a little bit. She looks like a mix between Serpent and Niku Munaru. She's saying if you're drawn out and need to be streamlined better, I get bored waiting for the actual info. I mean, that's just, you know, marketing. But I'm gonna be honest, I think Karate Mike is entertaining. That's why I like the stream, because Karate Mike and Dorky Diggity Dave, the jokes they say, it's just like, did y'all rehearse this? Because there's no way you can be this corny on purpose. Hey, Dread, what's going on, bro? How are you doing, man? About Pixie? I don't know. They didn't really show much gameplay from her. They only showed her SP3, so I don't really have anything to base it on. So yeah, I don't. The clip they showed on their channel, I was like, what do we do with? That doesn't tell us anything about her. We don't know anything about her. Pixie SP3 is ugly to me. Pixie's SP3 reminds me a little bit of Gwenpool's SP3. Pryor and Strange are about to run the Mystic class, rip everyone else, yeah. Pixie looking promises? I don't know. The SP3, I was just like, I don't know what to make of this. Dread? The zoom in on her face makes me want to punch it. Playboy Bunny, another black man. How are you doing? Where's my... Oh, my crowd doesn't work over here. I want all the little... I don't think it works over here. Let me check. No, I didn't put it over here. Maybe I can put it over here. I don't think I did. I don't think I put it over here. Let me check. No, I didn't put it over here. You're never really, in my defense, you're never really here when I'm on this screen. You're usually here when I'm in the middle. But how about I just do this? We can just go here. And I can just do this right here, give you the crowd. And bam, you got it. Okay, so we can do that again. There we go. How you doing, Wasp Gamer? I see you over there. I'll take that, my dog. No problem. I didn't want you not to have them, so. And don't worry, guys. Everything that is discussed, I will screenshot, put it on my YouTube and on my Twitter, and it will be in my Discord. So you're taken care of. How are you? First time? Hey, what's going on, Wasp Gamer? Thank you for stopping by. I'm good though. We're preparing for this Kabam live stream, so I'm really excited.
Do a barrel roll.
Okay, we can close this window too. Yeah, close that window. Cool, cool, cool. One C note saying something left in that. Do you know if there are drops today? Yeah, there'll be drops today. How you doing, Lino DaCosta? Big Papa pulled the trigger, but nothing happens. Why are y'all pulling the trigger today? Oh, true. I'm low-key disappointed with the game, though. Why are you disappointed? What game are you disappointed with? I played 3 different games yesterday. Are you disappointed with MCoC, or there's no way you're disappointed with Resident Evil? Or it might be MCoC. It's not like it's disappointed with MCoC. Don't want you spamming my YouTube feed. Hey, don't you want to know all the new information coming out? Some 200 of those red envelopes and got no 7 stars, by the way. Yeah, I understand that. The poker event, it was, I feel like Kabam could have did better. Like Kabam really is struggling with flow state of a game. Like either they make content too difficult or they make it too easy but grindy. And it's like, why can't we have a happy medium, Kabam? Like, why can't we be in the middle where it's difficult enough but not too grindy? You know? Wasp Gamer, thank you for the follow. Like, it's just, I really want to talk to Kabam about how to make a game not too difficult. Like, there's no reason to give the AI who is stun immune, who has auto block, stun immunity. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that, Kabam. If a champion has auto block, it doesn't need to be stun immune, even if it's on a timer. It doesn't need to be stun immune. He just doesn't need, Arcade didn't need to be stun immune in that fight. The challenge was getting around his auto block. Like we got so much to teach Kabam about stuff. We got so much to teach Kabam. But I love him. I love Kabam. I do love him. You're literally stuck on Act 6, even though I've got multiple 7 stars and good champions. Wasp Gamer, have you done all of Act 1 through 5? Class is super grindy. Yeah, and when content like that is super grindy, I just don't do it. I feel like you're insulting my intelligence. Like, those red envelopes are not worth it. Neither are those Bronco points. They're just not worth it. Herc MCoC, thank you for the follow. Damn, no alert. I'm late for the drops. The new drops haven't started. I still have the 100% Act 5, but the rest I have. 100% Act 5 before you go into Act 6. Then you'll get more resources to get new champions and to rank up your champions. Noob question here. What is a resource you use to activate character abilities? Like, I have a smooth blue crystal. What do you mean activate character abilities? What do you mean? 5 units and a 7-star gold. Oh, nice, Crazy Canuck. I got 7-star gold pool for and shiny. Nice. Damn, I'm not even doing daily quests. I do the daily quests more so on stream though. If I don't stream, I'll literally forget to do the daily quest. Do not. Yeah, I would do initial clear of Act 6. I wouldn't 100% it. It's not worth it. The rewards aren't worth it. And that, I remember when Act 6 first came out, it was unnecessarily difficult. But what Ascension Pool champs are you excited about? Zemo, Kindred, so far. It's so stretchy and confusing because of the TPS. I just wish the autoplay was smarter. There. I'm not grind poker at all. Just hitting the 1 to 2 gem is worth it for me. Yeah. I'm gonna finish my last path of Epoch after the super daily event reset. Nice, Concrete. Good luck. To be honest, Gore has been my favorite 7-star because I awakened him and he is OP as heck. I'm hyped. Greetings, suckers. How you doing, Sohab? Why we gotta be suckers, though? I just want to know why I gotta be a sucker. %, Act 6. 8.2 boss giving me problem fights too damn long. No diddy. Yeah, I would just initial clear Act 6 and move on to Act 7. Act 6 is when Kabam, I feel like, was at a crossroads when it comes to content design. Because Act 6, when it came out, was just over-tuned too far. Like, Kabam went too far in difficulty with Act 6. Like, Act 6, when it first came out, wasn't even fun. It was not fun at all. It wasn't engaging. It was just unnecessarily difficult. And that's why I say Kabam struggles with flow state of a game, because this isn't the first time Kabam has had issues making content fun, but not too difficult. And it's always one or the other with Kabam. It's like it's either really easy but grindy, or really hard and unnecessary. And it's like, could we have a medium here? This like in the middle. Like it can be challenging but not grindy. You know, it's always on one or the other of the spectrum. It's never in the middle. It's just one or the other. It's like Kabam. There's no way after 11 years you can't make content that's challenging but not too hard. Act 6 is better now. Is it better? Kevin Brackenberry, is it? Grandmasters are hard. It's just long. Grandmaster is supposed to be a difficult fight, so that doesn't bother me. Getting to the Grandmaster is the annoying part. So I played first day, and oh my, I hated it because I got my first 4-star and quit, and then I came back to people having 6 stars and stuff. Yeah. It looks like we have a pure serpent calendar, possibly better. I rather like a boss that's a bit challenging and really worth it for 100% each path. Right. I just want to be challenged, but I don't want to feel like the only way I can get through this content is if I spend resources. There's no other way around it. And that's what the Coliseum felt like, the Alliance Coliseum. Like, you can't tell me, no one can tell me, I had fun with Alliance Coliseum. No, you didn't. You're lying. I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. That what's the word? Arcade fight wasn't fun. It was just unnecessarily overtuned and difficult for no reason. You gave a champ. I can't stress this enough. Kabam really gave a champ who had auto block in his kit stun immunity. For what? Kabam. For what? Why? Why do that? It's just like, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. Felt like it was made to make us pop the crystals we are hoarding. Maybe. I had fun with the story. The story fight was fun. I did like that. Eat my hit. I did Emperor Doom for the last time today. It was fun when you get the specials down. Yeah, that fight, when it comes to boss fight, I think Kabam does a good job with the boss fights. I do like how Kabam designs the boss fight. It's just certain the way they design champions is starting to annoy me, because it's like you're just making bosses at this point and giving them to us as champions. You're building champions for Battlegrounds that are just unnecessarily difficult for no reason. If they make March OP compared to Blue Marvel, as they could have made Blue Marvel a defensive threat and shortened his ramp up. Yeah, I've noticed something in Kabam's designs, because I've been working on these breakdown videos for over 2 years now, and I've noticed when Kabam designs a champion they clearly want to be defender, it's usually too overpowered of a defender. And you can clearly see, okay, they made this champion for Battlegrounds. And then when we complain like, oh, we don't have any good offensive option, what Kabam does is like, all right, I'll give you an offensive option, and they make a champ ramp. Meaning like, oh, the only way you can use this champion is you ramp them up, and it's usually a slow ramp, so they're not going to be good for Battlegrounds, and you're not going to want to use them much outside of Battlegrounds. Your mic is listening? That's not my mic, Leo Fox. My mic is fine. I'm listening to it now. Void Fight was my favorite. Became really comfortable at me. 1 point each print. Every other one felt gimmicky, with Havoc being the most annoying. Yeah, Havoc was annoying. The drop rewards are suck. The 7-star 1 or 2 isn't bad. What are the? I don't even know what the drop rewards are. What are the drop rewards? It's better now, but it was. Thank you. No problem. Mike is fine. Thank you, Smash. I hate Crossbound. Somehow he's passive. Once I did the blessings, he became too aggressive. AI design is another thing Kabam struggles with. AI design and the inputs, we just aren't good. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's gonna keep it a buck. The AI is just so overtuned, and it's just like, why make the AI this difficult, Kabam? What are we going for here? How you doing, Emma Rog? I see you over there. Blue Marvel already needs a buff. Make his ramp faster 3 times, and it's worth doing. Right, as his ramp is not fun. And Bobby, now you see why I do the breakdown video, because it's like, bro, if you pull Blue Marvel and didn't know much about him, you wouldn't be happy trying to learn him. Kabam keeping their buck by not doing AI inputs? Maybe. How'd your Marvel Rival? It went well. It went really well. I probably will be streaming Marvel Rivals regularly now. How the most useless champs to rank? Personally, I say either Gwenpool or Silver. Most useless champs to rank? It depends on what you're using that champion for. Like, a useless champion? Yeah, it really depends. It just really depends. I think every champion has its uses. I got Viv, Clairvoyant, Spider-Punk, Ironheart, Star-Lord, Nightcrawler, Rhino, and Morbius. Which one should I take to rank 2? Probably Ironheart or Black Widow, Clairvoyant. His ramp isn't worse than the Enchantress ramp, but that doesn't say much. Still terrible, yeah. Silver good for Prestige. He's top 10. I wouldn't even take him up for Prestige. As if we did. Yeah, but I'll say, like, I think Kabam can fix the AI. I think we can fix that. Every champ has uses except for Groot and Karnak. Well, if you watch Nick136 play play Karnak, you will disagree. Karnak is actually really good in Nick136's hands. We got less than 15 minutes. Hey, Lefty, thanks for always keeping it real. Yeah, but I'll say, like, I think as a content creator, I think it's my job to be honest about the content I'm playing. And that's what I try to do when it comes to playing MCoC. Like, my goal isn't to raise bait or just try to say something for views. My goal is to be honest about the game and how I feel about the game. And I think that's why Kabam, I would like to think Kabam appreciates my opinion on that game. View Keys, thank you for the follow. Like, I'm not going to say something just to get a reaction out of y'all. Like, the other day when the other black man said, oh, I don't like the new change they made to Battlegrounds because it's not free-to-play friendly. First of all, ain't no one ever cared about free-to-play accounts. Y'all haven't cared about that. And I'm not going to agree with that because I'm not a free-to-play player. If I cared about free-to-play players, I would be one, and I'm not. So clearly, my focus isn't on free-to-play players. So, and of course, the other black man, whenever I don't agree with what he says I'm defending Kabam, but it's like, no, I'm just being honest and being fair to Kabam. Like, when it comes to my criticism of Kabam, I want to be fair. I don't want to just say something to make Kabam look bad. And that's why it's like when y'all be like, how come you don't do boycotts? Because that isn't fair to Kabam. Like, I'm a content creator for their game, and to encourage y'all not to spend when I know Kabam is trying to make money on the game wouldn't be fair to Kabam. And plus, that's your money. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. That's your money. If you don't want to spend, then don't spend. For me, if I don't like a deal, I'm not going to spend. And it's really that simple. The ad break was a bad time. 7-star M'Baku, Frank Castle, or Blue Marble, Frankencastle. I remember it was AQ boss and you needed 4-star magic. Yeah, I don't like when Kabam designs fights like that, where you just need one counter. If you don't have that counter, that's a loss. And that's one thing y'all can always count on with me. Like, I'm always going to be honest about the games I play, including and especially MCoC. I'm going to be honest. And I'm not going to say it to make Kabam look bad. I'm not going to say it to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm just going to be honest about my experience with the game. That's it. And that's why, if you notice, there are certain topics in the MCoC community I don't speak on because I'm not in that realm. Meaning, like, if you say, how come you don't talk about high tier war? I'm not in high tier war, so I can't speak on it. How come you don't talk about Celestial? I'm not in Celestial, so I can't speak on it. How come you don't defend free-to-play players? Because I'm not a free-to-play player, so I can't speak on it. I'm not going to speak on a topic that I'm not involved in on a regular basis. But when it comes to Battlegrounds, I play that every single day, and I have the same complaints every single day. It's just the AI issues and the input issues. I'm going to put up, just don't think I'm someone's kid. Lefty, okay. Finally got 7-star Onslaught yesterday and a 7-star Mo Man. But I also will say this, if y'all bring a topic to my attention, I'm going to be honest about it. Like, again, I keep using the other black man because he is so inconsistent with his complaints about Kabam. It makes me laugh. But when he says, oh, Lefty, what did he say that made me laugh? Oh, a whale account, if you have 40 rank 4s, then you have a whale account. No, you don't. I have 40 rank 4s and my account isn't a whale account. The community throws that term whale around so frequently. You can be like, I bought a deal today. You're a whale. No, I'm not. I've know whales. I've seen whale accounts. Hake, front of the chat. Usafa, front of the chat. Those are whale accounts to me. Queensbridge, Hidden Blizzard. Is there an update as well? I don't think there is. I took the integrate file. Was that a good choice? Yes, purple tan. Input issues are so frustrating. I agree. And that's why I always speak on them, because Kabam needs to understand them and they need to do something about them. Legendary King 996. Thank you for the follow. And also, I'm not afraid to compliment Kabam either. When they do something right, I'll compliment them. Like, I like their changes to Battleground.
I beg your pardon.
You heard me, the other black man. Your complaints about Kabam are so inconsistent. Like, I noticed when the deals dropped for Valentine's Day, you didn't say a single thing about free-to-play accounts. You didn't say a single thing about that. And it's like, wait a minute. I thought y'all cared about free-to-play accounts. How come you didn't complain about these deals? What happened? Enjoy the stream last night. Queen Missy, you went to sleep last night. I know you did. Queen, as soon as Resident Evil 9 dropped, Queen Missy was like, deuces. I did my part. I was here. I did my part. Whale accounts have at least rank 5s. Exactly. And to say, oh, whale accounts, they have 40 rank 4s. That's not a whale account. That's just not a whale account. Stop lying to yourself. A whale account has rank 5s and rank 6 champions. Those are whale accounts. You know what doesn't have input issues? Resident Evil died.
Pow.
Should I send 6-star Onslaught, Hercules, or Lady Deathstrike? Hercules. How you doing, Legendary King? The other black man? Why are you triggered for? And that's why it's so easy to win an argument with you, the other black man, because your arguments aren't consistent. The other black man, Kabam would literally be like, hey, chat, we got some really exciting stuff for you coming for our live stream. The other black man would be like, that's just crazy, Kabam. You really don't care about the current state of the game. You're always working on new stuff. What about now? And it's like, at least they're trying. Like, why are you so quick to attack Kabam? Make the arguments consistent at least. No, I was there. I passed out around the time the doctor. Queen Misty, please no spoilers in chat. I watched the rest this morning. I appreciate that. I really do. How you doing, Helen Dwarf? You know what? They still don't send me my drops yet. They be killing me. Well, I think you might need to contact Twitch support. Well, it was later, Lefty, but it was funny to see you throwing glass at the monster. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know what to do with that thing. I was like, what do we do here? They gave you no advice on how to defeat that monster. I didn't make it to the RE stream, but I was here for the other two. It's all good, push the poll. I'm going to be streaming RE later today, probably. Let me pull up the, let me pull up this. Let me refresh it. My top 5 for my first rank 5 is Onslaught, Bastion, Hawkling, Spider-Woman, or Nico. Nice. If you wanted to be really toxic, you would go with Nico. I did, and they dubbed me. What do you mean they dubbed you? What happened? Try reconnecting your account. Like, unconnected it and then reconnect it. See if that works. That could be a thing. Well, no, Queen Missy is for. And the other black man, I have to expect you to be in the chat and be like, Lefty about to get bodied. I don't know why. Whenever you say that, I always play better. Every time you say you're about to get body, I play better every single time. Razon's saying, hi, Lefty, how are you? Thank you. How you doing, Razon? I'm good. Hope you're well. Oh, man, I'm so excited for Pixie and Goblin Queen. I'm skipping this Titan pool just for the... Yeah, I think I might skip the Titan pool, too. I caught the 90 minutes of Resident Evil stream earlier this morning. It was good. Yeah, it was really fun. Like, I had such a great time with it. And this, spoiler alert, I will be playing a lot of Resident Evil 9 in March, just so you know. I will be playing a lot of Resident Evil 9 in March. How you doing? 1XX SMS XX1. How are you? Yo, you know what I noticed? Everyone's going live reacting to the Kabam live stream. GG's chat. We were a success. We did it. We made it, chat. Everyone's live right now. We got Nick live, Dread live, MCoC Noob. Who else? Dang, everyone's live right now. Reacting to the Kabam live stream. I think we started a trend. Aiden. Okay, that's Bobby. Hello, everybody. How you doing, Choki? How you doing, TMF? I finally got down to how to play Nico most often. She is definitely the best Mystic, and I'm pumping up to stick level 200. Yeah, she is the best Mystic. You know what's funny? When she first came out, I didn't say she was the best Mystic. My chat said that. My chat told me that she was the best Mystic. I said she was really good in my breakdown, but I wasn't ready to say she was the best, but my chat was not afraid. And I felt like my chat has gotten to the point now when they see something, they instantly realize it's good. Because I said Onslaught was good day one. I said, what else? I said Serpent was good day one, and my chat didn't believe me. And this time, they said Nico was good or the best day one. I didn't say I agreed or disagreed, but I didn't really have an argument to say it wasn't true. Will you be streaming Resident Evil today? Yeah, I will be going live today for Resident Evil. I'm about to rank 5 my Viv Vision or Zemo, and not sure it will be my first. I have a bunch of rank 4s, but I like playing them with them in Lizard. Nice. Everything is great. Got to Val last week. Got my first 3 rank 4s in 4 months. Onslaught, SP, and Kushala. Next one is Serpent. Life is good. Nice. X Ram Jam. Drink a par. Thank you for checking in. How you doing, High Ladder? Saying howdy. I would have skipped this Titan if it's not for Doc Strange. I want him. Yeah, I think I'm saving for I'm probably going to save for what's her name? I don't even know her name. The magic one. Oh, Madeline Pryor. I think I'm going to save for her. That's not something Kabam wants to see, but hey, Kabam. It is what it is. What does that say? You speaking a different language? Glus? Let's see what you said. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. They're giving me promo codes, allegedly. They say they can't send them to me because the campaign expired and some more nonsense. I'm good with that, but just don't lie to me. Like, I've done everything I could possibly do. Reinstall customer service support, everything. It still got the error. I'm sorry about that, Queensbridge. I mean, hopefully it'll work this time for you, though. Is Carol in the next Titan? Carolina Dean? I don't know. I think she might be. I'm not sure, though, but I would say Madeline Pryor is looking interesting. I'll wait for the deep dive to really make a decision on her, but she's looking interesting. She's looking really, really interesting. I said I wasn't going to play pay-per-views now. I'm almost at Gladiator Circuit. Nice. I think it's saying better since next pool will have Doctor Strange, Pavita, and the new ones who are so better to have. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I don't know how you guys can save crystals. As soon as I get units and crystals, I have to use and pop them. Well, Drink, it's easy for me to save because I have basically every champion in the game. So it'll be annoying for me to continue to open Titan crystals when you have everyone in the Titan already. So it's like, I'd rather just save. How do I link my MCoC account to Twitch? You have to, it's Kabam ID. Does anyone have the link to link your Kabam account to your Twitch account? Dadpool, how are you doing? We'll find the link for you. Don't worry. We got less than 5 minutes. Let me see if they went live early. Nope, not yet. Element, thanks for the follow. All that drops, yes. Just You Star-Lord, the new one in Eldico, was not a bad experience. He ramp ups was pretty good. You know what I figured out about Kabam over the years? They have a tendency to go lazy with, and when they hit Diamond Battlegrounds, great mode, yet they started to get lazy on nodes and updates and BGs. That's just one example. Dadpool, thanks for the follow. Chantel, thanks for the follow. Chim, thank you for the follow. Will Lumatrix, to the next time. I think he'll be in the basic, right? Oh, there it is. We're going to pin it. Here it is, guys. There's the link. Let me pin that to the chat. Thank you, Velvet. Oh, crap. There we go. Thank you, Velvet. I'm going to pin that to the chat. That way, if anyone needs to link their account, it's pinned to the chat. Yeah. So dad, who was it? I think who asked? Dadpool, there you go. I tried for Nico and duped my lizard 2 times and got Mr. Knight and dupe. Okay. We got less than a minute. They should be live already, right? That's still not live. Wow. Kabam. I'm gonna take down my timer. Because they should be ready to go live. Okay, so chat, when the stream starts, as you're already aware, I'll probably be trying to screenshot everything and put it on Twitter, Discord, and all that good stuff. So I might not be paying attention in chat as much, but my mods will. So y'all should still be good. Everyone's reacting to the live stream now. I feel like I don't want to say I don't want to say I took credit for this, but I feel like everyone is. It's just a thing. Kabam got sweet and sour chicken at Max over here. Do I get drops from watching you instead of Kabam? I think so, but I think the drops start after Kabam's stream. I think, Jamarion. And gives a sub, the prime subs. If you have a prime sub that's just burning a hole in your pocket, I will happily take it, just so you know. Okay, the stream should be starting soon. Nope. We Woo Tifu.
Do a barrel roll.
All the best giveaways. Thank you, Helena. You did. You started the trend. I don't want to take credit for it. I just want to say I'm happy that MCoC is gaining the popularity that it's gaining. Like, I'm not going to say credit. I'm not going to take credit for other people streaming and react to the live stream. I just want to say that I'm just happy that more people are streaming more, and that means a lot to me. Do I need to link my MCoC account? Yeah. I'm really excited that everyone is doing that now. That really makes me happy. Like, to see Nick, Dread, Vega, who else is also live? Because me and Pepe, we were the only ones reacting to the Kabam live stream when it first started. I mean, when we were the only ones really reacting to it when they started doing regular monthlies, and then everyone started doing it. So that means a lot that they're doing it now. That really means a lot to me. Let me update the ticker. Hold on, chat. Hold on. We got to update the ticker. Don't start yet, Kabam. Where's my ticker at? Where's my ticker? I don't see the ticker. There it is. Okay, whew. Okay, let me update the ticker and stuff. I totally forgot about the ticker. How you doing, Snappa Papa? Good morning, Turtle Power. They are live. Don't worry, I have it pulled up. Don't worry, chat. I'm just going to put here promo code Lefty. No, that's not CCP code. I can put I'll put promo code CCP code Lefty. There we go. How you doing, Leo? Six rewards, max 3 hours of watch time. Okay. Okay, we're doing an extended stream today. Also, did y'all see my new CCP code? Look at this. Isn't that official? You can't tell me that ain't official. We get the drops for watching here? Yes, heavy hitter. What's a CCB code? It's basically another way to donate to the channel. If you use my code when you buy something from the online store, I get a little kickback. So if you can't support here, but you want to support in a different way, so you can use my CCP code. Are we gonna find this witness an update about Thor? So how many 7-star stars is it? Because I don't know. Okay, that's cool. No problem. Arkham Joker. How you doing, Zhao Jinding? For real now, it's a support creator code. Yeah. Are you fat? I don't think so.
What is going on, Summoners? We're back here today with another official Marvel Contest of Champions live stream. We have an absolutely packed month coming up for you in MCoC, and there's a lot to cover, including the launch of 7-Star Ascension.
I have that!
So, without further ado,
I have
let's
this.
not waste too much time here on this intro. It's time to get into it.
Who the SF after you were fat? Gavin, I get asked crazy questions all the time, so it's like it doesn't bother me.
All right, what is going on, Summoners? We are back here today with another official Marvel Contest of Champions live stream. I'm your host, Kabam Rex, aka Karate Mike. You can choose whichever one you want to go with there. And I am so excited to be sitting here with you for a very, very large live stream coming your way. We have some very important features to talk about today. I don't know if you guys know this, but we have a very, very important edition coming to Marvel Contest of Champions next month called 7-Star Ascension. And I know you guys have been just waiting for some info on this. Well, there's been some info, but you wanted even more info on this. And we're going to lay out the entire
Sounds a little low.
today. We have some fantastic guests and a packed and loaded show waiting for you guys. So we're going to get into it today, but before we do, we just have one rule here on the official live stream. What is that rule, Finn? Roll the clip. All you got to do is just be nice. I'm going to make a little deal with all of you today, okay? If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you, and I'll also give you some Twitch drops as well. We got some loaded Twitch drops ready for you guys, and it's going to be nice and exciting to earn some rewards while you're watching the show. So let's start getting into it today. We are live on Twitch and also on YouTube, and we cannot wait to be here with all of you. So we do have some announcements today for the February 27th live stream, that Tooth and Claw Saga. It's almost done. The February events, they are ending soon, so make sure you jump in there and get through all the content you want to get through. 7-Star Ascension's launching soon as well. Lots to cover there today. We have 2 guests talking about that today. Last call for that 7-Star Kitty Pryde double track, and a new Stellar Forge champion chase. That's starting soon. Stay tuned. We'll find out all about that today as well. We also have 10 champion tune-ups launching next month.
This stream has over 110 slides.
We'll talk about those a little bit more later on. Now, everyone at home, I want you to buckle up because this is a really large stream. There are over 110 slides for this stream, so make sure you count along with me as we go through it. We're going to have a fun time. If you're discovering Marvel Contest of Champions for the first time, watching on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Why don't you download the game and play along with us? We'll all have a good time. If you've been here every single stream, welcome back. We love having you. All right, so Twitch drops. If you haven't linked up your account to your Twitch drops yet, make sure you do that. Go on into the settings and make sure you connect. Hit that Twitch connection button right there so you can earn some rewards simply by watching this live stream. We also have some giveaways. You all know about our giveaways by now. You got to go to playcontestofchampions.com/stream giveaway for your chance to win 1 of 5 Titan crystals and 1 of 5 7-Star champion choice selectors between the new champions for March, Pixie and Madeline Pryor. Really excited to talk about those champions later today. By the way, they are both absolute bangers. So, with all that being said, I think it's time to start getting into the show here. So, it is the last month of the Tooth and Claw Saga. Oh, look at that beautiful, beautiful artwork. Beautiful screen cap here from the motion comic for Tooth and Claw, directed by our very own Kabam, Vincent doing just such a phenomenal job with the story around the battle realm in the contest. There he is. Say hi, give a wave, buddy. There he is.
Kabam
Look at that
Vincent's
beautiful
so
face.
funny.
Look at all those beautiful faces over there. Speaking of Kabam Vincent, he's doing a fantastic job with the story in the event quest. So if you want to know what's going on in the contest, it's time to roar into the Savage Lands, my friends. Because this saga has seen Savage Lands move to New York City. You've seen Central Park be completely reshaped, and now Lower New Manhattan has opened a rift to mystical madness. But hopefully, the new arrival to the contest, Pixie, can slow the creep of goblin-possessed minions working for the Red Queen herself, Madeline Pryor. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what powers will be unleashed upon the contest and all of its champions as this new adventure unfolds. Make sure you jump into the EQ this month so you can learn all about what's going down for the final month of this saga. Speaking of the event quest, we have some updates to the event quest coming in the coming months. Very excited to talk about that. That's probably going to be talked about on the next stream because there's so much going on in this one. But stay tuned. We got some exciting info for that coming your way very, very soon. All right, the saga overview here today. So listen, this is the third month of the saga. I don't think we have to read through this list every time, right? We all know what happened the past 2 months. We kind of know what's coming this month. We have some more surprises, but this saga is locked and loaded, man. And we got a nice month to round it out. But speaking of rounding things out, we got that saga chase for Tuned Up Toad. That's right. Now, this is either 7-star Toad. Also, there's a 6-star Toad if you're not at that progression level to get that 7-star yet. 6-star Toad was just tuned up alongside 7-star Toad, so he'll be a nice addition to your roster. So make sure you complete that daily super event every single day so you can add that slimy little guy to your crew of mutant champions. One little pro tip for you guys as well. You're probably about like a little more than halfway through. We have a larger month coming up next month with a lot of daily super events, so you're probably a little bit more than halfway through for Toad. Once you get that 7-star Toad, keep in mind, he is going to be in the 7-star Ascension base pool, so you might want to consider saving a Mutant Awakening gem. If you have one of those, use it on somebody else, see if you can dupe him naturally. On the other side, if you already have 7-star Toad, or if you get him from the 7-star Ascension pool before you get this, same thing with the Awakening Gem there. Just keep that in mind. You have that opportunity there. Kitty Pryde, speaking of mutants, speaking of 7-star mutants, that double track for Kitty Pryde, that's ending soon. So you got about 1 more month to pick up 7-star Kitty, and if you're interested in 6-star Kitty or 5-star Kitty, she'll be in the arena in the middle of March along with those Valiant Crystals as well. Crystals and Arena in the middle of March for Kitty Pryde. All right, let's talk a little bit about some side quests that are ending soon. On March 4th, the Squad Builder Lunar New Year event is ending, so if you want that chance for that first appearance, 7-star gold pool, make sure you jump in, celebrate some Year of the Horse action. Did anybody in the chat get that 7-star gold pool?
I didn't.
I got a 7-star gold pool. I was pretty excited about it. Actually took him up to rank 3. Kind of regret it, not gonna lie. Trophy champion, fun to have. Never going to use him, but great synergy with Nick Fury, by the way. So that's really cool, and he's cool to have, so that's pretty fun. So yeah, I got a few more days left to that one. This one is still going on as well. The AQ Rampant Evolution, our new AQ format, is live now. So this one has been receiving rave reviews all around the contest. I love to see it. I love to see that you guys are enjoying AQ. That's super fun to me. There's been some very interesting feedback towards this. I've seen weird feedback like, I wish the defenders had more health. I wish there were more fights. I wish there was more paths because I didn't want to be backup, and I'm backup in my alliance. Great, refreshing feedback to see for AQ, so it's great to see you guys are enjoying this one. I spoke to the designer the other day. I said I think he did a fantastic job. People are loving it. He was working really, really hard on this for a very long time, so super proud to see this go through the door, and I love seeing you guys enjoy this. It's been really, really fun to go through it. I went through with Gladiator, of course, and I used the unstoppable and unblockable buff duration increase, and he was unstoppable and unblockable the entire time. It was a lot of fun. So if you haven't done this yet and your alliance has this up right now and there's a couple paths left, jump in, try it out. This will, of course, be coming back. You know, I'm really excited to see how we can iterate on this new AQ event in the future. I think there's a lot of potential here for a lot of stuff we can do. So that's really exciting. Speaking of AQ events, we also have another Alliance Coliseum coming in March. Now, I do know that the previous one with Arcade was a little bit more on the difficult side. We definitely saw that feedback, so no worries there. This one should definitely not be on that same difficulty with Miss Kate Bishop here being the boss. So this one is going to go live on March 16th, lasting until March 19th. Now, we're trying something a little bit different here, where the first 2 or 3 Alliance Coliseums, we did not let you know the champion tags ahead of time, right? We're going to try outlining these ahead of time and see what that does when it comes to any podium friction, right? Because, hey, let's say I used Zemo on day 1, right? He has only 1 tag, and I have a pretty darn good score. But then on day 2, he's got 2 tags. That doesn't feel super good, right? I would have wanted to use him on day 2. So we're going to see if we can maybe ease some of that friction here. So let's see. So on day 1, what do we got here? Let's get that slide back up. We got Ex Magica, a nice little throwback there, Small Champions, and Offensive Burst. For day 2, Provocateur, Medium, and Offensive Damage over time. And then on day 3, Magic Thief, Genesis, and Offensive Raw Damage. One more thing as well with the Alliance Coliseum, we're also tossing some raid tickets in there for the Alliance milestones in March, because we did notice there was a little bit of a hole when we moved from AQ to Alliance Coliseum when it comes to those raid tickets. So this should all be back to how it was starting in March. For Solo Coliseum, by the way, the Solo Coliseum is continuing on for a few more days, by the way. So you have until March 4th to get in there and beat up the Destroyer, to beat up, who are the other ones? We had Void, we had Havoc, and we also had Crossbones. So you can get some pretty sweet rewards, man. The rewards in Solo Coliseum are absolutely insane. From top to bottom, there's 1.5 Tier 5 Alpha. There's Titan Nexus crystals up top. You got to get in there. Even if you aren't at a tippy top progression, there's going to be stuff in there that's going to help you progress your account. So push through the Coliseum. Keep playing it, keep trying it. It's going to be a fun time. Solo Coliseum is absolutely going to return for round 2 in April. It's going to take a little bit of a nap in March. We got a lot of stuff going on in March, all right? So a little bit of a break between round 1 and round 2, but no worries, it is absolutely coming back. One thing with the rewards for Coliseum, we've seen a lot of summoners get their first rank 5s around the community. I've really enjoyed seeing a lot of the fun rank 5s that people have used. I got to give a very special shout out to my favorite one that I've seen, Mr. Killstreak 13 here, rocking that veteran title as well for absolutely committing to the bit harder than I've ever seen anyone commit in my entire life. Wow. He has a 7-star rank 5 trophy champion Thanos at rank 5. As a 7-star. He's also the leader of the Alliance, 30 Thrones to Thanos, rocking that double Thanos profile picture as well. I want to emphasize, by the way, this is old Thanos, not Deathless Thanos. So that is a really fun rank up. I'm seeing somebody in chat saying, rate my rank up, Werewolf by Night. I think that is a really cool rank 5, actually. It's a really, really cool one. Someone saying I saw a 7-star gold pool rank 5. Yes. Yes, I also saw that one as well. That one was also very, very fun. But with all that being said, those are all the things that are ending very soon. All right, a lot of content last month. Guess what? There's even more content coming up this month. One of those being the Alliance War Encounter Showcase. We love these, right? This is coming back alongside the Saga Champion Showcase. Big important note here. This is starting on Thursday, March 5th. Not Wednesday, March 4th, like it normally would. So just keep that in mind. If you log in to do it on Wednesday, it won't be there. It'll be there 24 hours later. So, of course, this one's going to be highlights of the previous saga, like always, the Founders War Saga. And huge shout out to Kabam Neuro, who puts these together. He was on our stream last month talking about Ascension stuff, and he does a fantastic job with these. The trigger volume stuff that we do with like the cubes and everything, very, very fun in this quest. So jump in and try it out. If you haven't been doing these, for the Saga one, that's the trigger volumes from the Saga one. So anyway, with another Alliance War Encounter showcase comes an update to rewards. So you'll notice that the Tier 7 basic has increased, right? We have Titan Shards and Refined XP, we got some Sig Stones. Between Alliance War Encounter showcase and both of the Saga showcases, there's one full Tier 7 basic in there, which is really nice.
I'm getting my next rank 5, my first rank 5 next month.
15% of Tier 5 Alpha fragments. That's about 9,000, give or take, a little bit more than that. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Speaking of that Saga Champion Showcase, this one's going to be focusing on Science and Mutant paths, where you want to use Forbearance Champions. Go on in. We got those player beneficial nodes, those trigger volumes, lots of fun stuff in this quest. Jump in and try it out if you haven't. Really fun stuff. If you do both of those, you get a lot of rewards, man, including Class Sig Stones, 7-star shards, Tier 7 basic fragments that go into that one full catalyst, and 20 empowered grace crystals. What could those be? I wonder if we're going to talk about those later on in the stream.
He doesn't make y'all laugh.
We absolutely are. All right, talking about Saga content, we also have Tooth and Claw incursions coming up. This is going live on March 11th, the following week. For this one, you're going to use Saga Champs to push through 15 zones. That might come as a huge surprise to all of you who wait for Saga incursions every Saga. But this one's focusing on skill and cosmic champions, and of course, you know, new boss hacks are going to come in to kind of work better with the Saga champions. Older ones will be going out. Now, one big important announcement here regarding incursions is that with this run, actually a little bit before, regular incursions are not going to return. This is for a few reasons.
Nah, he ain't funny. Man, you hating.
First of all, we're going to be using that time to, instead of
Juby, for the
building
follow.
the regular runs, making sure they're going, fixing them when they don't work properly if they happen to break, which happens with regular incursions quite a bit. Instead of using that time on regular incursions, we want to put more effort into special event formats like glitch incursions, the symbiote incursions, to kind of just make incursions feel like a special quest as opposed to just an always active thing, right? So we have a forum post going live likely next week or so outlining this change, how this is going to work with rewards, all that kind of stuff. Spoiler alert on the rewards, it's actually kind of beneficial, right, at the end of the day. So since we're going to be a lot more concentrated into the Saga incursion instead of having the regular ones running all the time, we're getting a nice little reward boost for the Saga incursion. So we have the old ones here next to the new ones here. And as you can see, there are some big improvements. First of all, the shards are doubled, 7-star and Titan shard. So you get a full 7-star for doing these 15 paths now. You also get 7,500 Titan shards. Your Tier 7 basic fragments has been multiplied by 5. You're getting a lot more Tier 4 alpha. You're now getting 47-star Saga Sig Stones as opposed to 15 Sig Crystals. And for a while, it's been 7-star 1 to 2 generic gems, right? Now, if you're a Valiant player, you can get a rank 3 gem here.
Rank 3?
That's a big, big improvement. So you're going to have a 1 to 2 Saga.
Can I get a word about
you can
don't
get a
subscribe?
2 to 3 Saga as well.
There's
also
you don't have to
30
subscribe
empowered
on
crystals
Twitch.
for
You
going
can
to
just
15
follow.
zones. What are those?
But I think you need to follow to get the rewards.
There's also class ascension tokens in there as well. So big, big, big reward boost, honestly, to Saga incursions. Really, really nice. Really, really nice stuff, honestly. So I'm really excited for these. These are always fun, and I'm pretty excited about what we want to do with incursions in the future as well. I feel like whenever we take incursions, do a fun little event with them, I feel like the team just really cooks up a nice meal with those. Glitch incursions was super fun. Symbiote incursions was an absolute blast. So putting more time and effort into those sort of events as opposed to the upkeep, you know, of regular incursions, which are a bit outdated at this point, I think it's going to be beneficial for the mode as a whole in the future as we iterate on it. Speaking of things that are going away, this one I'm a little emotional about because I always enjoyed this content, but back issues are being removed. These are going to be deprecated from the game on April 8th. These are the variants number 1 through 8. This is probably not going to be relevant to 99% of the people watching this right now. They're like, oh yeah, I did that quest 5 years ago, right? But just a little heads up that if you do want to complete these before they're gone, you have about 40 days to go through and play. The rewards in there are not going to be super relevant to your account unless you're progressing through. If you are still, you know, middle progression, there might be some rank 5 gems for 5 stars in there that you might like. But there's a few reasons why we're removing this. For starters, it's just going to reduce some bloat in the game, which is going to be beneficial, you know, all the way around. And also, they're just very outdated, right? And it's also going to just refocus certain resources and other aspects of the game. You wouldn't think that like certain resources have to go towards back issues, which haven't been touched for years, right? But they do. When we like update a champion, for example, we have to go in, update back issues, make sure everything is all cleaned up there, and we can be using that time for much more important things, much more relevant to the player bases as well, right? So it is possible that we see different versions of this sort of content in the future. I would definitely love to see some more stuff like this, but right now, the current ones, they're outdated, and they also are starting to disrupt the core progression experience for newer players as well, because that's how outdated the rewards and the content are. So we'll have to see where we go with that in the future, but you got 40 days if you want to complete those for some fun. All right, speaking of some side events for March, we have Gwenpool's Gal Pal Guidebook, launching on March 11th, and this one is to celebrate International Women's Day.
Let's go.
So this is a really fun one because Gwenpool simply just wants to show off how strong and cool all her friends are, which I think is great, all right? So this is gonna be celebrating we're going to be collaborating with our female community members in Marvel Contest of Champions around Battleground. So the way this is going to be worked is that summoners are granted a 2-star version of female champions that they chose, and we're going to have some quests tailored specifically to highlight
When's
those
Men's
champions.
Day?
You're going to enter the quest, you're going to do the fights, and then you're going to get the rewards.
I don't think there is a Men's Day in
Now,
America.
this is also really fun as well. I actually found this out yesterday, that Gwenpool will be teaching you how to use the champions in the dialogue, which I think is really fun. So make sure you read through the dialogue on this one. I'm excited to see what she says and how she guides you through it. I think that's really, really fun. Really cool stuff. Complete milestones for special titles and rewards as well, including some beautiful profile pictures celebrating the women of the contest. So huge shout out to all of the lovely ladies who make the Battle Realm just such a wonderful place to live in and earn these profile pictures that are designed by the art team, and we collaborated with our women content creators and also some women on our staff as well. And the art team, as always, say it with me, chat.
Art team, they don't miss.
Beautiful.
I started that.
I
don't care what anyone says. I started that.
Content. There might be another special profile picture from Cat Murdoch as well, which you're going to love. It's one of my favorites. It's really, really cool. We're going to save that one for a little surprise in-game, though. So get in there and make sure you see it. It's going to be really fun. Someone's saying thank you for the Psylocke picture. Yeah, it's a nice one.
These all look good. I think I want them all. I want them all. I'm going to get all of them. I'm going to get all of them.
I like that one a lot. But they're all beautiful.
They are really
fantastic. Good. Really, really great stuff. Look at that. Look at that. All right. All right. Talking about some other stuff going on as well. So when it comes to Battlegrounds, right, we feel like the formats for Battlegrounds have been a little stale for a little while now. So we're going to be experimenting with some new formats over the next coming seasons. Now the first one for season 36, this went live with the current preseason. By the way, my bad for not letting you guys know that on the last live stream. That's on me. I should have totally told you about that ahead of time. Slipped right off my radar, so apologies on that one. But for season 36, we are experimenting with an update to the deck size and the amount of bans. So if you don't know, there's 40 champions in your deck right now, and also 5 bans. There's also going to be an increased number of rerolls per match. So that format update is live for the next 2.5 to 3 weeks, give or take. I forget when exactly Battlegrounds Season 36 ends, but this one's live until the end of this season.
Do not get points for attackers' health remaining.
For Season 37, for pre-season only here, we're going to be trying out a new node called Saga Control. And what we want to do with this is see if we can kind of shape the meta on defense utilizing nodes, right? So how this is going to work, essentially, all non-Saga champions on defense only take 5% of their health per second.
That's interesting.
Damage.
I like this.
So basically, how this works is, like, let's say if you put Enchantress on defense, if she's not a Saga champion, she's going to die. You can still use her on attack, right? So if you have someone who's more of a double threat, like let's say Onslaught, for example, right? If you put Onslaught on defense, he will die. However, you can still finish the fight in 5 seconds with Onslaught on attack, right? So we want to see what this does when it comes to the meta.
That's interesting.
We're going to run this in the preseason. We really, really want to hear feedback on this after it goes live. I do ask that, jump in there.
I like it.
Try it out. Actually,
that's going to encourage placing different defenders
to actually give some feedback on it. Based on how this goes, we might toss it into the Gladiator circuit for season 38 if it does well. If it doesn't, then we won't. but that's why we're testing things out. When it comes to Season 38, we're going to be going with an experimental format for this season only as well. What we're going to be doing here is we're not going to be giving points for attacker health.
Yes!
Winning. There's a few reasons why we're trying this.
Yes!
We're just, again, experimenting with the mode. It's been stale for a very, very long time.
Yes, it has.
So we're going to be trying that out. Experimenting might be, a bad word, right? For example, because it's not.
You
so
should
much an
not win
experiment.
because you have more
We're
health.
updating
If
the
I finish my
format
opponent
versus-
and you don't finish
and we'll
yours.
see if it's something that we like to bring back in the future, right? At the end of the day, this is going to be giving a larger focus in Season 38 towards the speed of the fights, right?
Good.
So those Battlegrounds nukes are probably going to have a lot more value in Season 38. There are some nodes to accompany this as well, where there's it's like some biohazard, hazard shift type of metas, right? So it should open up the attacker pool as well. Again, let us know what you think. Always interested to read all that constructive criticism there. All right, speaking of things that are coming very, very soon, launching on March 9th, we finally have Essentia coming to the game. So this is the consolidation of engagement-based currencies. We've been talking about this one for a very, very long time, since Radiance launched about 11 months ago, give or take. We said, if Radiance goes well, we want to do the same thing with our engagement-based currencies too. Well, Radiance went pretty well, I would say, right? Everyone seems to love Radiance. Radiance is great. So now we're doing this with our new currency called Essentia. So at launch, this is going to take Glory, Battlegrounds tokens, and artifacts. They're going to be combined into Essentia. Now, don't worry. We're not going to take your stuff and just auto-convert it. What we're going to do here is we're going to put up a little trade-in bundle in the store to exchange old currency. If you have a lot of old currency, a lot of Glory, Battlegrounds, tokens, artifacts, all that stuff, right? You can then trade it in for Essentia. Essentia has a cap of 100,000. It is a fixed cap. It's not unlimited, of course, right? So that seems low, right? But of course, it's all relative at the end of the day. It could be 600,000, and then things would be more expensive. It's all tuned, accordingly there. The way this is going to work is that we want it to have a similar purchase power to existing currencies, to that AQ Glory store, to the Battleground store, to all of that, right? However, at the same time, this is an update, right? So we feel like engaged players, they're going to earn more Essentia, more of these resources than they currently can, and also buy more valuable resources as a whole. And this is very important, unlike Radiance,
show the
unlike the
Essentia
Glory
pool?
store,
They showed
there's
it
no
last month.
cost curve as you
What a
continue to
Malone
purchase
lover.
more things from the Essentia store. So if you buy, some tier 2 alpha is a very bad example. If you buy some tier 7 basic fragments, right, for however much Essentia the first bundle is, the second bundle is going to be the same cost, okay? So yeah, we have a dev diary out on all things Essentia that went live last week. Go check it out if you would like, but that's going live March 9th, and we're pretty excited for it. With that, we're also going to do a pretty large overhaul to the Mysterium store, and it's actually going to get less valuable as a whole, intentionally, right? Because what we want to do here is we want there to be less important things that you have to track all the time. So right now, the way Mysterium works is you do your side quest, you get your Mysterium, then you go to the store and you trade it in for all these bundles. So that's a little convoluted at the end of the day. What we're going to do here is we're going to take those rewards that's currently in the Mysterium store, we're going to take them and push them into the side quest. So now you just kind of get them from the side quest rewards, so you don't have to go through the extra step. At the same time, we're not going to just delete the store entirely and the currency, but we are going to use that as a home for legacy items for lower rarity champions. That way we can keep the Radiant store and the Essentia store more so geared towards premium relevant items. That's going to actually
I'll show
account.
it after the stream.
But if you're a collector and you like to rank up your lower tier champions, there's going to be a store where you can go in and get those items. At the same time, this is where like Saga Champion, Chase Champion bundles are going to live as well. So that's why Mysterium is still going to stay. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for where are my valuable resources, you're going to have engagement currency and competitive currency. And Radiant and Essentia are going to be at the top there, with Radiant still being a bit more premium, right? This full swap is happening in April. However, the old and new store will be present in March to ease the transition, and then all of the side quest rewards will be updated in April as well. So we said that Radiant should be a little bit more premium than Essentia and, of course, Mysterium, right? So that means it's time for an update. So March 11, 2 days later, we're also updating the Mysterium store as well. So this is going to be nice. It's going to be nice, right? Some new items in there, reduced prices on many top items too. Some examples, Tier 7 Basic Catalyst, for example, is going to be dropping from 100,000 down to 80,000 Radiance, which is nice. 6 stones dropping
I wish it
down
was
by a
cheaper.
bit as well. If you buy all of those, that's going to be a nice reduction in the cost. Tier 6 Glass Catalyst, we're actually doubling the amount of catalyst that you get and also reducing the price. So if you had some trouble with Tier 6 Glass Catalysts around like banquet time, for example, we saw that a lot. That's double as much. New items as well, Tier 5 Alpha Catalyst Fragments, not too much Tier 5 Alpha in there, about 6,300 fragments per cycle. Those are still super new, super rare, but we are also adding some 7-star relic materials as well. 40 innate stones, and also the first time you can get those Tier 2 Celestial Alloy Fragments from a store. You can get them in Coliseum, and they were in Banquet and everything, but now they're going to live in the Radiant store as well. Also, Limbo tokens. Starting on March 11th, there's going to be some Limbo tokens in the Radiant store, which is super duper exciting. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but Thor Ragnarok, he was the winner. And we have a very special guest here to talk about Thor Ragnarok and also all things happening with Twitch drops as well. Welcome back to the live stream, one of my best buds in the world, Kabam Dork, also known as Dorky Diggity Dave. What is going on, my friend?
Thank you. It's been quite a long time since I've been back, and we're going to talk about the Thor Ragnarok that you're going to get. We talked about that at Summoners Fest. We talked about it again at a previous live stream because I don't remember when I came here last. And we're going to talk about, it's been a few months. It's been a few months. It's all right. I've been hard at work for the massive amounts of people that were asking where I've been. Just kidding. I'm just here to talk about the Twitch drops that are up and coming. So let's go ahead and toss that up because I know we've got a lot of stuff to talk about here coming soon.
Really quick clarification. Thor Ragnarok is not coming next month, right? Twitch drops. New Twitch drops are coming next month. Yeah. Just want to say.
But he does drop the hammer.
He does.
Don't say that.
Right.
But he doesn't. He's not going to have one this time.
Definitely don't say that.
It's a different one. I don't know. It's a different thing.
Let's talk about those Twitch drops.
Anyway, all right. Let's go ahead. Let's toss that up on the screen. And so the Twitch drops. I've been working with the team on this. It's been a long time coming. There's a lot of stuff that you got to put together to make this happen. But we are going to completely overhaul. It's a new schedule, updated rewards, and everything. You've already kind of gotten a piece of how we've been doing this over the last few months. We've been experimenting with a lot of different formats. The one thing that I know you all loved so much was 12 hours straight of Twitch drops.
No,
but
we didn't.
I'm sorry I'm taking that away because I like taking things away that people like. Okay, just kidding. All right, so moving on, we're gonna have a new chase item called Observance. Have you ever felt like somebody was watching you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have, actually.
Yeah, it's a musical experience. Anyway, yeah, so good. So good. It rocks. Well, all right. I'm sorry, he's just staring at me. All right, so it's going to be
RGB. What?
We're gonna flip
Thanks for the
it.
follow.
I'm just going to go like this, and I'm going to do.
That works.
I am going to do straight up influencer style here because I used to once do that. All right, so. Sorry. Okay, we have Observance. Observance is going to be a new chase item. It's going to be used to get an exclusive 7-star Thor Ragnarok. You're going to earn that through drop milestones throughout each month, right? So just like you do with our Twitch drops, this is just going to be another item that you can collect and go into a store and pick up your Thor Ragnarok. But not only that, once you've gotten him once, you can get him multiple times in the year if you want. But I think you're going to want the Ascension a little bit more. And that's going to be available after your first claim. And then we've got the final tuning going on right now. We're just kind of like finalizing some things in terms of rewards and how they work. One big thing here, though, is that they are going to be gated rewards. So you're going to want to make sure that you are progressing as much as possible. That's right, I'm looking right in the camera. You go ahead and you make that progression happen. You do that because we have some more things to talk about on that later on as well. Now this streams right now. This streams. Well, you know, it is kind of streams because there's going to be others after this, but not ours. It's open to all streamers right now. MCoC content creators, streamers, regular streamers. It's all open right now. You'll notice that there's additional rewards here. We just want to give you guys a little bit of a taste of kind of the things that we're trying to do here. But by the end of the whole track, for a total of about 3 hours, I believe. You're gonna get 2 7 stars. So that's pretty nuts right there. So
That's for today, right?
that's for today.
Did that make it in? We made it in with the all the 7-star stars?
I would hope so because I definitely tried. I think we did. I think,
we did.
Yeah. I think
there was
we're
a
all
time
good.
yesterday where we maybe had to pivot.
Yeah,
but
we are
fantastic.
all good. We are all good. This is not babbling nonsense. This is letting you know that you have rewards and how all of this stuff is going to work moving forward. So if that is babble, then I will babble on continuously. I'm sorry. You know, I can't help it. Okay, now. Additional Twitch drops are going to be open for the rest of the month, so it's going to kind of follow this new structure that we did over the last month. So we're going to open them up week by week, so you'll be able to go and watch your favorite content creators, watch new content creators, discover new content creators, all that good stuff. It's going to be amazing. So watch for announcements on additional rewards after this first track. As a reminder, after this live stream, even if you don't get all the rewards, you can just go watch anybody to finish up the track, right? So you don't have to watch this entire thing to completion in order to get to the last milestone. Watch anybody after the stream. Okay, moving on. All right, so we're gonna have 2 main tracks moving forward. There's the new sagas. So like today is the end of this, well, not the end, but the end of the month, essentially. We're gonna start a new saga coming soon in April.
For CCP exclusive members.
New track. That's where we're going to introduce this.
I'm
After
here
that, you're
for
gonna have
that.
Standard month, like this month is, to the current Tooth and Claw.
I'm
saga.
here
So,
for that.
2 different tracks. You're going to have to wait to see what standard months look like. No more 12-hour drops, but they're going to be split into 4 weeks, like I mentioned. And the official live stream exclusive drops for live viewers. Now, right now, all of you people right now, we're about, 20K, 18 to 20K right now. All of you made time to come 24K. How about that?
How about it?
That's,
Not
it
too
almost
bad.
sounds like it should be a carrot in the air
Oh my God.
somewhere. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Okay, so you guys are all here watching this live.
The other black
we
man, be
appreciate
nice.
it. We love it. And we want to reward you because you make time every single month to be here live and interact with us. So there's going to be exclusive Twitch drops for all live viewers moving forward. And if you show up, that's fantastic. But fear not, if you can't make it, we're still going to have the week 1 Twitch drops that activate immediately after the live stream, so there's going to be plenty of stuff there for you. But we just wanted to add a little bit extra for live viewers. Thank you very, very much. So weeks 1 and 3 of the month are going to be open to all content creators, whether you're in the content creator program or you're just wanting to get into the content creator program or you just like streaming MCoC on your own. So there's going to be something for you. On weeks 2 and 4, they're going to be our content creator program exclusive drops.
Yes.
So come and discover our content creators,
Yes.
see what they're all about, and we've got a pretty great track there for them. And so go ahead and support your favorite CCP.
Hit that follow
content creator
button,
for all the
guys. We're
Contest
getting
of
exclusive
Champions.
drops.
All right.
Hit that follow
Now,
button.
So featured rewards. Again, these will be tuned to progression. You're definitely going to get observance. Which is I like that.
That's a
name.
nice
It's
name.
growing on me now,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
good.
it's good stuff. All right, 7-star rank up gems and sig stones are going to be available. Exalted crystals and other crystals, lots of stuff in there. Awakening gem crystal shards and empowered crystals. What was that again?
I think we're about to find out.
Are we
going
going
to
to find out? Empowered crystals are in there, and
I'm sure not a lot though, so I
yeah.
feel like that's going to be a nice amount across the contest.
yeah, it's
Whatever that
it's
is.
good.
I'm
I'm
so
glad that
happy
they're in
about
there.
this right
that was
here.
I was like so
Love
generous.
this.
You can put those in there, really? Well, let's do
Miss
it.
Jim,
All
thank you
and
for the
that is
follow.
all I have for the future of Twitch drops. It was fantastic to be here and,
Dude,
and
we love
talk with
having
you.
you here, man. Dave Works does a lot of work for all you guys behind the scenes, nonstop. I work with Dave every day. We work all hours of the day, way too much, both of
Yeah,
us,
it's a little
honestly,
much.
if we're being entirely honest.
There should be no
it's a
ads
little
for this.
But he does a lot. He does so much for you guys behind the scenes. And,
Understandable,
we always
Skeeter.
got your best interest here, and we're always looking out for you guys. We love you guys. At the end of the day, we've both been in this community for a very long time. We don't plan to be out of this community for as long as it exists.
I hope not.
I hope not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just always sending our love right to you guys. And yeah, it's always great having you back on the stream, man.
Yep, and just a reminder, exclusive Twitch drops for live viewers. So plenty notice for next month for April. It's going to be starting there. So if you like watching us live, if you're watching this on a replay and you want to get some of those rewards, jump on in. There's going to be extra observance in there. So just kind of throwing that out there. And we'll see you guys live on the next one. At least I will, or I'll be watching.
You'll be watching.
I'll
you
be
won't
watching.
be here for the next one.
Yeah. Then you won't have to wonder why. Why does it feel like it?
Yeah.
That's fine. It's all right. It's all good.
Anyway,
I like that song.
Yeah. Thank you so much to Kabam Dork for joining us and breaking down all the upcoming Twitch drops that he's been working so very hard to make possible for all you guys. I'm very excited for that. Speaking of one thing that I'm also very excited for, before you go, Dave, let me know, are you excited for the launch of 7-Star Ascension?
Oh, absolutely. I like how you said, like, for Mysterium, you're like, yeah, if you're a collector of sorts, yeah, that's an interesting word that you used, collector.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just, since we're all here as part of the whole collective of this room, I'm just saying
How
it's
many
kind of
energy drinks
cool.
did you need?
That's right.
I don't need
That's
any
right.
energy drinks.
Anyway, point is, 7-Star
drink
Ascension
energy
is launching very, very soon, and we're going to learn all about that today, and we have actually 2 guests for Ascension. But before we do that, we have a little video we're going to watch breaking down the entire thing, and then we're going to break it down step by step, so don't you worry. Let's start getting into it.
What is going on, Summoners? In case you haven't heard, Ascension's back, but this time it's bigger and better than ever. Today, we're diving deep into 7-Star Ascension. Unlike lower rarities, 7-Star Ascension does more than simply increase your attack and health. It also increases your challenge rating, prestige, and unlocks a new gameplay mechanic called ISO Burst. All of this increasing your champion's power even further. ISO Burst is pretty simple. Throughout the fight, your might bar will increase on its own. And once it reaches the maximum threshold, ISO Burst will activate automatically, giving your champions a burst of extra attack.
Wow.
Well, that's great. But how do we make this happen? For starters, only certain 7-star champions will be enabled for Ascension, with more added in various ways over time. And from certain crystals, such as the new empowered crystals, ascendable champions will come in cluster drops. These grant not only the champion themselves, but also new materials needed to ascend your champions further. That's because there are multiple levels of 7-Star Ascension. At launch, 2 of the 11 levels will be available. And if you pull an ascendable champion this way for the first time, they'll automatically be ascended right then and there, and get that sweet new ascended 7-star border. Class tokens and champion tokens will be needed to ascend your champions further, along with some primordial dust. And that's really all there is to it. 7-Star Ascension launches on March 5th. And to celebrate, we'll be giving away a greater empowered crystal so you can get that first ascended champion right away.
Okay.
So, who are you hoping to ascend first? Let us
Doctor
know in the
Strange
comments.
consendable?
And
Oh,
until
I
next
definitely.
time,
Oh!
We'll see you in the
So,
battle
okay.
round.
Doctor Strange will be ascendable. Okay, cool.
All right, so that was 7-Star Ascension launching on March 5th. Now, I know you guys have been begging for more info. You've been saying, give me more info. I want more info. We are going to give you so much info today. You're going to get so tired of getting info. You're going to say, I don't want any more info. Enough info on Ascension. We're going to break it all down today. Don't you worry. Now, listen, we revealed Ascension a while ago at Summoners Fest in November, and ultimately we didn't want to keep you in the dark until we were ready to let you know things. So we gave you information bit by bit as we confirmed things, as we locked things in, as we made our final design choices. So ultimately,
Ooga booga.
when we
How you
give
doing,
you
Nemesis?
information early, sometimes
Was
it's
there a
going to
new
be a
hidden
little
champ in that?
fragmented, right?
I was
So the
surprised by the
options
new
were
champs
either
they
save
announced.
everything until today and have
Like
a
the,
massive,
Madeline Pryor and
info
stuff.
drop, or put things out bit by bit, right? So ultimately, I feel like we have a pretty good grasp of what Ascension is across the community, but now we're going to lock it all into place today so that we're all prepared for the launch. Now, I know this feature like the back of my hand at this point. I've been living in this feature for a very long time. However, there are people who know it better than me. So I brought in an expert today, my very good buddy who's been working super duper hard on this, a new face to the Marvel Contest of Champions stream. Welcome, Carson, aka Kabam Good Coffee. What is going on, my friend?
Kabam
Thank you
Good
for joining
Coffee.
us on the official stream to talk about Ascension.
Hello, I'm very happy to be here. Happy to share a whole bunch more information with everyone here.
Fantastic, man. Now people have been starving for more info about, how to get ascensions, the level up cost, where is it going to be, all this kind of stuff, right? But before we get into the meat and potatoes today, why don't you tell some of the people at home, who are you? What do you do? And what do you do with MCoC and all that kind of stuff?
Absolutely. I do a lot of the rewards. A lot of the rewards you see, primarily I'm super excited because a lot of my work so far has been on this Ascension stuff that we're going to share today. But you'll know me from some other things. I did a lot of the Summoners Fest content, and then I just touch a lot of the other stuff throughout the game. But we've got a brilliant team here, so I can't take credit for all that work. We do a lot of stuff together.
Fantastic, man. Yeah, great answer, by the way. I asked Carson that question yesterday in rehearsal, and his brain kind of short-circuited.
They have
He was
rehearsal
like, I
for
can
the
talk about
stream?
MCoC all day, but talking about myself, that's a little tougher. We're having some tech issues with the microphone, I believe. Let's change the camera angle, though, while we fix that. Anyway, before we get into all the meat and potatoes of Ascension today, let's have a little bit
What's
of a
the main
recap
good things?
of
Right here
what
on the
we know.
on the
Can we get the
ticker.
slide deck up right here, Finn? When we talk about that? Beautiful. So, 7-star Ascension, just a little bit of a recap here. So it's launching on March 5th, and it's the next level of progression. So the way it works is that essentially you can take those certain champions even further beyond their current power level. So there's 11 levels, and 2 are going to be live at launch. This increases attack, health, challenge rating, and also prestige, and unlocks a new gameplay mechanic too. All brand new champions released in standard fashion will be ascendable at launch, and as time goes on, champions will be ascendable in various
Lefty, the
different
guys.
ways. We good on the tech issues?
Runty, get
by
on
the
me.
way?
That's not nice. Come on, be
Wrapped
nice.
up in the pocket. All right, so we're having some microphone
Twist,
issues
yeah, the
here. We want to
activator.
make sure you can hear everything Carson's saying.
Asking about Wheel of Fate's wars. Those
So
were
just gonna
dookie.
just iron that out real quick. We good there? We good
There.
now? We're good now. We're getting the thumbs up. We're doing it live, folks. That's what happens when we do it live. All good. So another thing here is we're talking about retroactive rewards, right? So this is another one of your babies, Carson, right? You
Yes.
can pull that out a little more so you don't have to
more.
hold it. There we go.
There we go.
So that's a new thing. We have holding mics now here on the stream,
Yeah.
apparently. But that's great, right? So retroactive rewards. This is another one of your babies, really.
Yes.
So walk us through RER, which is how we're going to refer to it. Retroactive economy rewards, what it is and why we do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is something that started because all you guys in-game are doing lots of really great things, and there's not always rewards or things for you that we feel serves up to the effort you're putting in at the time. So this is a way that we can start to plan things out and give you things early before the content is actually ready to land within your account. And yeah, this has been one of our sort of initial goes at this, so we appreciate you all learning along the way and giving us our feedback on the process. But we're super excited about how this one's going so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And we actually have different forms of RER that are going to be paying out over the next few weeks. And we actually had some that started paying out as well, right? So let's start talking a little bit more about those super duper shards. So the first wave of RER went out actually a few days ago, right? You might have seen those super duper shards that went live into your mailbox. That's going to be going towards the super duper Ascension box going live next week with the launch of Ascension. You good? Oh, okay, we're good. Oh, okay. Oh, that's great. I love that, actually. That's
I love
fantastic.
this.
Okay. It's a really fun thing when we go back to Carson. Anyway, can we get the slide deck up, though? Slide deck up. Beautiful. So Super Duper Shards did start going out this week. Now, there are going to be more Super Duper Shards coming to your inbox. Now, the reason being is because starting with the launch of Ascension on March 5th, every 7-star that you dupe is going to give you Super Duper Shards in real time. So on top of just the Titan Shards you normally get, you're also going to be making your way towards the Super Duper box as well. Now, Carson, why did we do this?
Yeah. So we wanted to reward you for the content and the things you're already doing, and we know a lot of you players out there are getting into the game. You're getting lots of 7-star duplicates, and you don't always feel like you're being properly rewarded for that. So this is a way to expand upon that and to start to get some of that stuff into your account so that you can use it right away when Ascension
there are
comes.
drops.
Absolutely. So there's going to be one more package of Super Duper Shards going out. However, you do get extra Super Duper Shards for duping Maxig Titan Crystals, right? For the time being, we're still going to have to send those retroactively as well, but we are looking to get that implemented into the game so that those just naturally give you more, Super Duper Shards as well, right? Going forward. Yeah. All right, so let's talk a bit about the Super Duper Ascension box. These are the champions that you're working towards with those Super Duper shards. You have Immortal Abomination, we have Arcade, we have Corvus Glaive. Can we get the image up? Corvus Glaive, Danny Moonstar, Hitmonkey, and also Spiral. There are some really fun champions here that are going to do really well with Ascension, I think. So I'm pretty excited for that. So Carson, how many Super Duper shards did you get?
I have 15,000, which is a very interesting number, which we'll get into in a future slide, but some of you are already aware of that number and the importance of it.
It's almost like you rigged it, man. You got exactly 15,000.
Just about.
That's crazy. Yeah, I got about 80,000 actually. So I opened
That is
a decent amount.
far ahead of me.
During Banquet, I will say. But I'm excited. I'm going to get about 5.5 of these, right?
Yes.
So I'm really excited to open this. It's going to be a really, really fun time. But let's talk more about the specifics here. Let's talk about the Super Duper box. So this does go live alongside Ascension. Like we said, we want you to be able to jump in on day one and open these shards, right? And I already said in the video, I can't save the reveal that like, hey, there's going to be also a free crystal for you to get, you know, a special Ascension. So you're going to have a few Ascensions like right away, you know, especially if you have Super Duper shards. But this goes live right away. It costs 15,000 shards, and it grants a cluster drop. More on that in just a bit. But you get 250 shards per 7-star dupe, and 500 total from Max Sig Titan crystal dupes. Now, actually, we just upped that number yesterday, right? So any additional shards that would have been there for the first wave are going to be attached to the second wave. So we wanted to make those Titan Max Sig dupes just a little bit more valuable, right?
Absolutely, and this is part of the nature of the retroactive rewards that we're doing. We're trying to figure these things out ahead of time, get as many things locked in. But as we go and, you know, as things change, we will, along the way, we'll figure out we can give you more, like in this case. So we're really excited to have been able to make that change and get that out to you guys as soon as we can.
Absolutely. Now tell me a bit more about this box in particular. So it says here, we might do more in the future, but it'll be a new box and a new pool, and these shards will not transfer to a new box.
Correct, yes. We wanted to be super clear with this box that these shards are for this box. You don't have to worry about saving them or spending them on anything else. There should be no reason not to spend on
thanks
this
for the
box
follow.
or spend your currency on this box. With a fixed pool as well too, so you don't have to worry about this pool growing or the champions within it changing or things going amiss on you and changing up your plans. You can comfortably take your Super Duper shards and put them towards these champions.
Yeah, I think that's great. And you know, like from speaking candidly, strictly as a player, I feel like sometimes we have so many choices in this game where it's like I open a Nexus Crystal and it's like, which champion do I choose? Yeah. Which champion should I rank? Which should I do? What should I do, right? It's kind of nice to like make progress towards a box like this and not have to make any consideration at all. And should I shave the shards for the rollover? Should I open it later? It's like, I got 15,000. There is a 100% benefit to open it and make some progress towards my account.
For sure, and you can open it multiple times, and you'll consistently, slowly get through it. You'll get through it more and more, all the way up to level 2. And we have a little and beyond text there as well, which we'll get into in a little bit as well too.
Sounds great. Let's move on along because we have some more RER and some more stuff with cluster drops, right? So cluster drops as a whole are meant to make your featured pulls more valuable. So pulling a featured champion from a featured Valiant Crystal will also grant a cluster drop, granting their Ascension 1 materials. Now these specifically are the champion themselves, which, by the way, if you pull an Ascended champion from a cluster drop or crystal they're in, you do get the champion. If you have them at Sig 40, they will now be at Sig 60. You also get one champion-specific token for them and one class Ascension token for them as well. Now, any ascendable champion that you pulled from a featured Valiant Crystal from or Paragon from Lizard onwards will be sent these materials through retroactive economy rewards, right? And those will be out in a few weeks after the feature goes live, right? So we can get the final tally.
Do you need? I thought it said 15,000. I could be wrong though.
We also do have a little surprise as well, speaking of Lizard, right? The Lizard celebration is not just from the Valiant crystals, right? If you currently have a 7-star Lizard, everybody right now who has a 7-star Lizard will also be able to have a level 1 Ascended Lizard 2. Because on top of any featured crystal, right? If you get Lizard from any source as a 7-star, since the reveal of Ascension, you're also granted 1 Science token and then 1 Lizard Ascension token per each Lizard pool. And the really cool part of this is that we're extending the Lizard Celebration bonus until March 12th.
Yes, absolutely. We're, again, similar trend with some of the other stuff. we're trying to make sure we can get as much of this stuff to you as we can. We're super happy to be able to extend this into the next Titan Pool rollover. So that will be hopefully super fun for everyone here. And I know I'm excited as well too.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm really excited for that. I really am, because the next pool is really exciting. There's a lot of fun champions in there. Heimdall's going to be in there, by the way, who I really, really want Heimdall. So I also need to pull a few more lizards too. So I hope to kind of do some 2 birds with 1 stone there with the rollover. But that's really cool.
This will be continued though through the retroactive rewards, so you won't see the token pulled directly with the lizard champion.
Right.
Which is an important note.
That is a very important note. Yes, great note. Nice, man. That's good. So let's talk a little bit more about some cluster drops, okay? So this is what a cluster drop looks like, essentially, and you did see this in the video, right? But let's break it down a bit. So as you can see here, we pulled and ascended Adam Warlock, okay? So now Adam Warlock dropped as a cluster drop here alongside 1 Cosmic class token and 1 Adam Warlock champion token, right? Now those are used to level up your ascension, because just like ranking a champion, each ascension rank, I didn't change that rank to a level. Each ascension level has a unique cost, okay? So similar to ranking champions, each one has a unique formula. These are made from items in cluster drops, along with different tiers of primordial dust. Now Carson, I'm so curious here. Can you walk us through how many tokens I need? Like, what's the formula for all of this? Like, talk to me about the ascension level up cost.
Absolutely. So for Ascension Level 1, we've got 1 and 1, 1 champion-specific token and 1 class-specific token. And this is really so we can continue, and as you've seen in some of sort of the other content we've talked about so far with this, we can include the champion with the initial Ascension 1 materials very easily. This will be great for anyone in Paragon or anyone sort of just starting to get into the 7-star sort of ecosystem we have, because this will make sure that when you're getting Ascension, you're a good portion of the time also getting the champion. And if you're further along, you'll also be getting that duplicate, of course, and Awakening with your Ascension Level 1, just meaning you get a lot on that first Ascension 1 acquisition.
What about level 2?
Level 2, we expand a little bit beyond just the 1 and 1. We're starting to bring in dust that many of you probably currently already have, Tier 2 Primordial Dust. We'll be expanding the inventory cap for that as well too, so you'll be able to collect more and more. And then the skill, the class tokens, they increase from 1 to 10, which is a significant increase. But while you're looking at getting all your champions to Ascension Level 1, there'll be other ways to collect those tokens so that you can be prepared when Ascension Level 2 is ready for you.
Fantastic. So what I'm seeing here is that it takes 1 of each token to get from just to get that level 1 Ascension. And then I need 2 champion tokens to get to level 2. But I need 10 class tokens. But as you said, there might be some other ways to get those class tokens, right? So talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. This is another item that you'll be able to find throughout within the game. You'll be rewarded it. You'll see it within content. And then you'll continue as well to get 1 of these with those cluster drop pulls that we mentioned that will help you along the way as well too.
Yeah, fantastic. So we talked about a bit in the incursion rewards. I believe there are 20 of these, something like around that number, right? There's a decent amount of these in the Saga incursions that are going live next month. So you're going to start earning these right away, and these aren't meant to be super difficult to get, correct? Right. So these are meant to just be a way to interact with the ecosystem for Ascension and all of that kind of fun stuff. Speaking of that rank, that level 1, right? And again, I didn't change the rank to level there either. There's a lot of slides here, guys, all right? A lot to go through. Anyway, there's auto ascension level 1 as well. So cluster drops are meant to just make ascension easy. So when pulling an ascendable champion from a cluster drop for the very first time, before they're ever ascended, they are automatically taken to Ascension 1, and the class token and the champion token are consumed right then and there, so you don't have to do another manual step. Now, if there are pieces of content that award, Ascension tokens and all the stuff, you have to do a manual rank up at that point. But the goal here is that if you get a champion from a cluster drop that's not ascended, they're now ascended for you.
Yes, which is hopefully super exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll see
Everyone full export,
ascend
not
right
me.
away. If it's a new champion to your roster, you'll get that auto ascension with the new champion. And if it's a duplicate, it will work as well too in that case. As well. Yeah.
Fantastic. So it's ultimately relatively simple here. It's pull the champion, have them ascended.
Yep.
Pull the champion more, take them to level 2. That's really all it boils down to at the end of the day,
exactly.
Right? So let's talk a little bit about like the Ascension base pool. So we had Kabam Neuro on the stream. That's 2 mentions of Kabam Neuro today on this stream. Hey, buddy, I hope you're watching right now. He does great work, by the way. So it's just it's great to have him on the stream and put his face to his work. But the base pool is launching with 5 per class. Okay. Now the launch pool was carefully designed to interact with one another as a group of 30 champions for the feature's launch. Now, as you know all 30 at this point. You'll see that there's many different RPG mechanics that are present amongst the champions, and about 1/3 of the pool is getting tuned up at launch. These champions will be available via new crystal sources like those empowered crystals and other cluster drops as well. And if you want more details on what went into the creation of those pools in their entirety, check out our class reveal post from the past few weeks. There's lots and lots of info on all of that stuff. But here we have a full picture of the launch pool. Let's take a full screenshot here of this, Finn, if we can. Just look at that. Now, obviously, like I said, 1/3 of the pool is getting tuned up, and these tune-ups are feeling really, really, really nice for a lot of these champions, honestly. Some of them are getting a really nice value boost, in my opinion, and a lot of them are just very strong as they are. Like Mojo right now, for example, is an absolute monster at the moment for Alliance War. If you get him ascended for next season, oh boy, he's going to be absolutely ridiculous. I would love to pull that one. But yeah, so it's a really, really nice pool, honestly, I think. So I'm excited for this to go live. So let's talk about base pool updates, because I find this very interesting. This is a bit different from how we've done things in the past, right? So the launch pool, or the base pool, as we would usually know it of Ascension, it does not grow, unlike the 6-star and 7-star base pool, right? Talk to me a little bit about that.
For sure. Yeah, this is something new we're trying. And it's going to be a trend with Ascension as well, too. We're trying to try some new things here and there and see what works. But we really wanted to have a fixed base pool for this group of champions. Which that means is, as you know, you're working through this pool, whether you're getting it from a crystal, which we'll talk about, or wherever you're progressing through it, we're not going to be adding more champions to the pool. And what that is really to say is set the baseline that it's not going to be getting more difficult. When you're working your way through this pool, you're not gonna be focusing on a champion within it or hoping to get one within it, and then all of a sudden we make it a whole bunch more difficult by adding more champions for you. That is to set the base, and then as we go, there'll be plenty of new ways to access the champions from this pool and work your way through it.
Sounds good. Let's talk about some of these crystals now, all right? Because I've been waiting to talk about these empowered crystals. I am so excited. Talk about these. These are launching alongside Ascension, and first of all, and most importantly, they look absolutely gorgeous.
They look so good.
They look so good, right?
They do look good.
So let's talk about the empowered crystals, because they can drop 1 of 4 items, and the lowest reward they can drop is a 6-star. So 5 stars.
Yep.
Yeah, right? Sorry. I'm sorry. Listen, if you're a progressing player, 5 stars could be very useful for you. But if you're at the point where you're chasing 7-star Ascension, you don't want to be pulling 5 stars from Valiant crystals and stuff, right? So we decided just to make these crystals really good. Ultimately, that's just kind of your goal.
They look
Make the crystals good. And I think you did a good job here. Where the lowest you can get is a 6-star, and you can actually get 7-star shards outright. Then you can get those non-ascendable 7-star champions as well. So from the 7-star base pool, the normal base pool, and then there's also a low chance to get a base pool Ascension cluster drop here.
I feel that.
Now, one thing to note is that these also will be using the Grandmaster's Grace system as well. So you'll always be working towards that goal of getting that cluster drop there. So talk to me a bit about these empowered crystals and how we're going to get them, where they are, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's 2 main ways you'll get these. One is through rewards within the game, so you'll have them just within a lot of your basic reward avenues. They will be earnable, and then you'll also be able to spend 200 units on them as well too. Which is comparably a pretty solid amount, I'd say. And the real goal with these crystals is to make sure that as you're earning them, you always feel like you're moving forward. So whether that's from the content within them or from the grace system as you're progressing towards the greater prize there, we always want to make sure that you just feel like you're going forward.
Yeah, now these are cool, but what's even cooler is the greater empowered crystal, right?
What?
So this is going to be the premier Ascension crystal from the Ascension base pool. Now, greater empowered crystals will be found as rewards in content and likely used for offers in the future for big events and big sale days, of course, right? But these cannot be purchased with units, and they also will not have crystal shards. So this is very interesting, right? So if you look at the premier 7-star crystal at like 7-star launch, we had the Titan crystal, right? And
Where
it took
are
a
the
very long
drops?
time
I'm not
to
sure
earn
yet. I'm gonna look at
Titan
them in a second.
shards toward opening that first Titan crystal, right? Instead of having
I think you gotta watch for 3 hours though,
shards,
8-1.
what we have are empowered crystals, right? Talk to me about that dynamic a little
For
bit.
sure. So yeah, when comparing it to some of our other crystals, like the Titan crystal or the 7-star hero crystal,
I know
as you
Marines
collect
2 React
shards,
1.
you are making that slow, steady progress to that crystal. Where we wanted to change things up a bit is we still wanted to give you that slow, steady progress through the grace system of the empowered crystal, but now along the way you're getting additional rewards.
Right.
Right. You're getting rewards. You're moving forward at every crystal we give you, and you're you have that additional chance at a really sweet reward as well, even just on one regular empowered crystal.
That's right. And I think a very important piece of information here is that when Cavalier went live, way before your time.
I'm not
Act
Paragon yet because I've been
6.1,
grinding those
Cavalier
dumb Luna
crystals
events.
launched,
I wouldn't do
There was no
those.
gray system, and there was a chance to get like 6 stars, and like you could get them for 200 units, and they were exciting at the time. Then same thing with Paragon crystals.
I
same thing
wonder
with
how much they're
Valiant
gonna
crystals.
sell these for.
But ultimately, they weren't really given out as rewards too often in content. Here and there, sure, right? Here and there, they're thrown as bonuses for stuff. But the goal with empowered crystals is to use them as a reward source a lot more than we ever have in the past. And I think that's very important.
And right away.
And right away.
Especially
immediately,
with the free one right off day
Oh,
one.
fantastic. Absolutely, yeah. So let's talk a bit about brand new champions, right? So Ascension for like new release champions, as we know, every new champion added through a standard release, through Valiant Crystals, those are going to be ascendable, right? So Ascension for new champions will be exclusive to their featured hero Valiant Crystals to start off, but those champions and their Ascension materials will be available again to earn some form in the future, likely in 2027, but no exact details to share at this time. Can you talk to me a bit about that?
For sure, yeah. We want to bring some of the focus and the excitement to our brand new release champions when they release. So we're putting some focus on this crystal, but we know it's not always
Thank
a
you,
blast
Dark
to open.
Variants, for the
We're
follow.
also planning some changes around this
With
crystal
those
as well.
units in Alliance
Absolutely.
milestone rank
Those
award.
featured Valiant Crystals are getting a very nice update as well, alongside Ascension, going live with the first new Ascension champion that's not RER, right? Pixie. These are getting a makeover, right? So on top of the featured champion and the Grace Timer being a cluster drop, talk to me about these increases right here.
Absolutely. And yeah, a great note is that the Ascension materials will also be granted from the Grace Timer of the featured champion pool as well. So you don't just have to rely on the chance for that. And then in addition, we're doubling the drop of the 7 stars, just the regular 7 stars within this. And that's sort of part of a greater theme that you'll see here as we go through this, that we're, in general, making 7 stars more acquirable, and we'll be getting more players within that 7-star ecosystem so they can start to play around and enjoy Ascension as well too. Then we've got 1% on the Ascended base pool, so that will be your cluster drop from the base pool. So you'll be progressing towards that pool as well, not just from the empowered crystals, but also from this one now too. And then we've also got a bit more of a chance just to get an empowered crystal as well from this. And that, again, will be that theme of just making sure you feel like you're progressing forward. You'll be progressing towards the grace on that. You'll be always going forward is really the goal.
Right. So what I'm kind of seeing here is that 7 stars are going to become a lot more common, right, in the game through the empowered crystals that are given out for rewards, right, through content, and also Valiant Crystals getting an update here. One thing to note is that brand new champions, while their Ascension is not going to be readily available right away, they are still entering the Titan pool as a 7-star, just as normal, right? So you're probably going to be earning a lot more Titan shards. So those new champions are probably going to be a lot easier to get as 7 stars in the future as well. Now, what progression levels can purchase these featured Valiant Crystals, Carson?
So these will be Paragon Plus.
Paragon Plus! I just saw somebody in the chat just yelling justice for Paragon. So there you go.
Justice is had.
There you go. Justice is had. Absolutely. So let's talk really quick also about non-standard releases, right? So we're going to break this down and boil this down just very, very simple here into 2 different groups, all right? Standard releases, brand new champions that are added as a completely new character through featured Valiant Crystals, and then we're just going to say chase champions for anything that's different from that, right? So unlike the base pool and new featured releases, there's not going to be a cookie cutter release strategy for those sort of chase champion ascension acquisition. For example, we may release a champion like, Kitty is a great example here, and we feel like she, powerful enough without ascension, she does not need it at launch, and she can still be released into the 7-star ecosystem without her ascension being immediately available. And that's not to say those chase champions will never have ascension, of course, but just not right at launch. Each one will be handled in their own way.
For sure. Yeah, we want to leave this open so that for these other champions that come, we can do lots of fun things with them. We can try different things. Some of them will be easier. Some of them maybe more difficult. Some right away. Some of them later. We're just really trying to leave it open so we can do lots of fun stuff.
Makes sense, man. So let's talk about how the economy is going to look in 2026. Looking specifically at Paragon Plus here.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing of note here is that with all of this talk of, there'll be more 7 stars and that sort of will be changing, we do want to make a note that for the rank 5 rollout, like that is going to continue to progress as normal. There's no planned changes to that at this time. But yeah, as I just mentioned, you're going to see this increased acquisition of 7-star champions, both through some increased ways to earn them, as well as the bundling of Ascension with the champion as well. And on average, you can expect roughly as a baseline, 1.5 ascendable base pool champions to be earned via standard rewards each month. And that is to set the base. There will be more ways on top of that, which we'll even get into one very shortly here as well, too.
Yeah, and that's just for standard rewards. That's like side quest, EQ, incursion, saga, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah,
Whoa.
collectives.
Collectives are coming. Now, listen, this stream is already, super long. We got a lot more to do today. So we're not going to dive into collectives today. They are coming, though. And collectives is kind of made to work complementary with Ascension, plus 7-star Ascension. Talk to me a bit about this.
For sure. This is mostly just to give you guys an example of what we're talking about. As the game evolves, we're going to be tying Ascension into more and more things. We've already got planned on our up and coming here that when collectives comes, we're going to be rewarding more and more of these Ascension-related things, and you'll be able to see more and more ways to get them.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. So stay tuned for more info on collectives, probably next stream, and definitely a very deeper dive the following one as well. But Carson, let's look to the future here, man. There's still 9 more levels of Ascension to go. So that 7-star runway, it's definitely extended, right? So those 7-star champions, they're going to be valuable for a very, very long time. But up next, naturally, the Ascension cap will be raised from 2 to 4, and at that point, 1 and 2 will likely be easier to get, right?
Yep, we plan to go in sets of 2. No exact set timeline for that. But as we progress and we increase
what are collectives, Gavin? We don't know yet. They just touched on it. I would have waited to announce that. If you don't know, if you don't have much information,
for your
then we shouldn't talk about
already
it.
Ascendable champions you have as well too. You
but
will
that's
have to
me.
be careful though and watch for the champion-specific tokens and make sure you're getting enough of those. Because if some champions may be restricted in those, in that is something that you need to make sure. Well, you're just getting enough of.
Right, but ultimately, what I'm seeing here is that if a champion is enabled for Ascension, they're not going to not be able to go to level 3 or level 4 when it's released, but you do need the champion tokens for that to do it right away, of course, right? So no finer details on the level 3 or 4 cost just yet, because we're working through it, man. We're working through it. We got all 1 and 2 ready to go. And also, the 2026 new featured hero champions will return to have their Ascension levels earned again in new ways. So man, that was just so much to do with the economy and systems of 7-star Ascension. Dude, thank you so much for breaking down all of that for us today. And guys, we got more 7-star Ascension news coming up. We have another guest later on in the stream to talk about the power level and what it's going to do to the meta as well. But Carson, thank you for breaking all of this down. We have some more stuff to talk about here, so Carson's going to stick around too, because there's some more stuff to comment on as well. But that is the base of acquisition for 7-star Ascension. But that's not the only thing coming, right? It's not the only thing coming to the game next month, right? Or not even next month, but like in the future, there's more to come. We know that Act 9 is concluding. Act 9.4 is coming in April, right? And we know that Karina has been corrupted by the Chronos Serpent herself, right? But not yet, because that's in April, and in March, we have a new set of Karina's challenges that are coming to the game before she gets corrupted, right? So we have a very special set of challenges that are going to be based on good versus evil. Now these are exciting and these are fun, and I'm very excited to launch these into the game. Starting on March 11th, the next set of Karina's challenges are going live. Now this is going to be using heroes and villains in different quests, right? Of course, Karina's challenges typically revisits older quests. So we have the Grandmaster's Gauntlet, the Ordeal. We have the Abyss as a big throwback there. And then we have a bit of a tougher one than Abyss, the Epic of Pain Gauntlet. Now that's a new quest right there that's going to be taking all of the bosses from the Epoch of Pain, putting them into a gauntlet where you have to do all of the bosses in a row. So these are going to be releasing one per week starting on March 11th. This is the order they are released in if you do want to plan. It's going to have 2 crystal pools, hero and villain. It's a rather large crystal pool. You probably have most champions you want to use ranked up already, but if there's some that you want to target for some of these things, you have a very long time to prepare for this, right? I think that is pretty cool. Let's talk about what the reward. Someone's saying thanks, Carson, by the way. Oh, that's great. So let's talk about the rewards, because the rewards are pretty juicy here, man. The Brave will be rewarded. It's a really nice reward spread. If you complete all 6 of these challenges, you're going to earn a 4-5 rank up gem crystal, right? Along with other valuable rewards, including greater empowered crystals, which we now know about, tier 5 alpha catalyst, 3 to 4 rank up gems, multiple, and a selector with powerful heroes and villains. That's pretty fun. Also, if you do this, you can ascend Maestro, right? We talked about, hey, some of those chase champions might be tougher to ascend, might be this, might be that, right? Well, listen, Maestro's Ascension, at least level 1 and 2, will be living here. If you complete 4 of the 6 challenges, you can earn level 1 Ascension for Maestro. And if you complete all 6, you can have your Maestro up to level 2. Now listen, if you want your Maestro to be a little shiny as well, you might want to get through this kind of quickly, because if you're done with this before May 13th, which is a really long time from now, actually, but that's 1 month after the 6th challenge releases, you can get a first appearance 7-star Maestro. So in my opinion, there's a really nice grace timer on getting this Maestro. So you have a very long time. So get in there. It's going to be the only time to ever get that first appearance Maestro, which is pretty cool, pretty cool. Also, semi-related, you want to ascend Star-Lord 2? Well, guess what? You can, because launching on March 25th, which is the same time as the Hero Abyss Challenge, if you defeat the Abyss of Legends Quake with Stellar Forge Star-Lord, you can earn his level 1 Ascension materials and also unlock his Awakened ability if you didn't use an Awakening Gem in the past on him, right? But yeah, that's pretty darn exciting.
Yeah, and this is a great example as well, too, as how sometimes Ascension might come later for champions, where the initial acquisition was before. So we're leaving it flexible. Well, just because a champion didn't initially come with its Ascension doesn't mean it won't come in the future.
Yeah, sounds great, man. So obviously we have the Grandmaster's Gauntlet. You might have to face the nameless collector up there again. Can we get that slide back up, Finn? Yeah, beautiful. So if you do all this, if you complete Act 9.4, a little bit of a spoiler for
a new progression level,
you might have, 3 rank 5 7-star champions, and that's pretty cool. That's all this is saying, right? Right?
No.
Or actually, no, that's not true. Because if you complete Act 9.4,
new progression level, guys,
3 rank 5 7-star champions, possibly a little overdue, you will get the next progression level, which is
Elder.
You will be an Elder. You can be an Elder in under 2 months. Finally, the next title past Valiant is here. And that's pretty exciting. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for the new progression level. It's going to be going live. A lot of people saying, yay, finally, yes, finally, yes. Very important note here, there's no have Ascension type of thing requirements for this, right? So yes, there's going to be a new ecosystem in the game, and it's going to be a larger runway and everything. But we're basing all of this on what our typical runway was, right? So you complete your content, you get your rank 5s, and then you do the story content, and you'll be PRG 10. You will be Elder. Very important distinction here as well. There is absolutely 1,000,000% a free-to-play path to progression level 10. Pretty much on day 1, I believe. It's probably going to be a week or so after, because there's a lot of content to do on day 1. But a lot of players got their first rank 5 from Solo Coliseum and other events. We have more Solo Coliseum coming in April. There is a 4 to 5 Gem Karina's challenges, and there's also going to be, of course, a rank 5 equivalent in total of Act 9. So complete Act 9, do all the content, and you will be there. All right, so that was a lot of information, and guess what, guys? We have even more information as well because, yes, new things are coming to the game next month. But as always, we also have new champions as well. So before we jump into our champions, I want to give another thank you to my buddy Carson for jumping on, being such a fantastic guest. Thank you so much for joining us, man, and I'm sure we will see you again in the future.
Happy to be here. Thanks, guys.
All right. Now, man, this has been a long stream already, and so we're going to have to start rushing through things a little bit. But let's take a look at our first champion launching in next month for March. Let's do that Pixie deep dive.
Pixie's attacker loop is all about casting your spells and building up to those big special attack payoffs. To begin, charge your heavy so you can evade and put the opponent to sleep, then heavy to cast your first 2 spells. Now that both of your early spells are on cooldown, build up your power and focus on your light attacks to reduce the cooldown. And any time that's up, you'll want to cast them again, so you can keep gaining your soul wisps. Continue this process as you work toward your special 3, and once there, it should still be on cooldown. So, launch your special 2 to convert your soul wisps into passive prowess, and you can launch your special 1 from that power efficiency. Then, watch the fireworks as your opponent starts to melt from your Neuroshock passives. Continue taking advantage of Pixie's prowess while stacking even more Neuroshocks with your special 1, using light attacks to refresh the cooldown until the opponent is knocked out. And hey, remember, when Pixie is awakened, her Neuroshock doesn't just counter miss, she also prevents skill attackers from evading. So if you happen to come across any pesky skill defenders who like to disrupt your flow, don't worry. Pixie's full of heart and soul, and always has a plan.
Wow.
All right, so that was Pixie coming to the game, a beautiful creation by our very own Kabam Honeydew. And Pixie is a lot of fun. Let's first of all take a little look at this right here because she looks really cool, man.
Kabam Honeydew is cooking.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Pixie. Someone's saying another build-up champ. Honestly, not really. She's pretty speedy, dude. She is pretty speedy. So let's get the, there we go, beautiful. So listen, we are super behind on time today, so we can't do live gameplay for our champions this month, unfortunately, but I definitely want to talk a lot about Pixie here. So she's a very, very interesting champion, and she casts spells to activate certain abilities, right? So casting spells grants an item, a resource called Soul Wisps, okay? Keep that in mind for later. So her spells, they go on cooldown after use, but her light attacks reduce this cooldown. Her special attacks, they start on cooldown, but that's not as restrictive as it sounds, right? So essentially what you want to do is you want to use your heavy attack to counter evade, right? And then you're going to put the opponent to sleep. Then you want to go for your heavy attack, and you can reduce their shock and bleed potencies by minus 90% after the heavy attack, and that's going to be 2 spells right there, okay? You want to build up to your special 2, and you're going to get a nice power reserve on that special 2, and since it then will go on cooldown, you can launch that special 1 over and over and over, place those Neuroshocks.
How do drops work? Just hit the follow button and watch me.
It's going to be enough to reduce the cooldown to launch another special 1 right away, and the damage on the Neuroshocks scales with special damage as well. So Pixie is looking like a really, really fun champion. I'm very excited for her to get into the game. She's really, really cool. She's got a lot of utility, and she's got a lot of damage. So Pixie's the first one. I think she's bringing a lot of really fun stuff to the game. I'd love to do some live gameplay on her, but we are, oh my God, we're already an hour and a half into the stream. So I'm gonna have to throw this one over to our content creators in the CCP. Go and check out all of our wonderful creators because they're gonna be putting out a lot of Pixie content. I'm putting that request out to you guys. You got to do my job for me because you got to cover me, man. I got you. I can't do it today. There's just no time. But yeah, so obviously go check out all of our fantastic creators. We have some people who put out consistent content on our new champions every month, and they put out some really fantastic stuff. Pixie's a really fun addition to the game, and I cannot wait to see what she does. Also, look at this beautiful artwork right here. A little update to that Tooth and Claw saga art as well. We have Madeline and also Pixie coming through that portal right there, which is so, so cool. Speaking of Madeline, oh, not yet. We'll go over that next. But let's take a look at Madeline Pryor as well, who is the other champion coming next month.
Madeline Pryor has Goblin Horde pre-fights she can expend before entering a fight. If you need a nullify at the start of the fight, you can opt for the Crib Swap pre-fight. Not only does this provide a form of buff control, that cruelty also gives you an additional buff to hinder so you can stack up even more degen damage.
What is
And
it?
to
Oh, did y'all
begin,
see that?
strike the opponent to start building power. While working your way up to your special 2, you can weave in attack punishes to place your misery buffs on the opponent. Once ready, launch your special 2. And from here, you're gonna
She has
wanna
hands at the
keep
bottom
your
of the screen. See that?
Over the pit.
There are hands right there.
Focusing on baiting those heavy
That's
attacks
kinda cool.
and punishing them to stack your misery buffs.
I want Madeline
The
Pryor.
hinder from the opponent being
I definitely
over the
want-
pit will reduce the potency of the misery buffs and any other buffs they trigger while it's active. This will result in some nice ticks of degen. Don't forget, time slows down when your opponent charges their heavy while they're hindered. So, you can immediately interrupt their heavy attack without having to dash back. That
Nice.
way, you can easily stack up that misery.
I'm saving my
And
Titan
if
Saucer
you're
Pryor.
struggling to get the opponent to launch those heavies, you can opt for the Goblin Instigators pre-fight to infuriate your opponents when they're standing over the pit, allowing you to have a much easier time getting your opponents to charge those heavies for you to punish.
Wow.
And also, if your opponent gains some pretty potent buffs, you can use those buffs against them. All you need to do is ensure they're hindered before triggering them to watch those massive degens melt them away.
I'm calling
And
out.
hey,
She is OP.
Don't forget, if your opponent's power meter ever gets out of control, you can use your special 3 to power steal at their full power bars. That way, you can ensure that you stay in full control
Wow.
the entire time.
I want Madeline Pryor.
Oh man, honestly, guys,
I
gotta
want
be
Madeline
honest,
Pryor.
I'm actually like
That's
so
my
upset. I
that's
don't
my
get to play with
new
these champions
favorite
right now
champion
because
already.
they're
She's not
so
even
much
out. I
fun.
can't
But
wait
those
for the
videos
breakdown
really do a
video.
great job just outlining everything that
I
you know,
want
how to use
Madeline
them
Pryor.
and everything, and really showing them off in a really nice way. But
That
Madeline
was
Pryor
insane.
is an absolutely ridiculous
Y'all
champion
see that?
coming as the second champion this month. Quick note, by the way, with the updates to the Valiant Crystals, we are moving the second champion release from Tuesday to Thursday. Not a major jump there, but just a heads up in case you have the schedule, you know, all internal and you go in expecting Madeline on that Tuesday. It's going to be Thursday and Thursday from now on. Just a heads up. But anyway,
Oh,
let's
Thursday and
talk
Thursday?
about
That's
Madeline
good.
Pryor because, oh my goodness gracious, this champion is wild, right? So she starts the fight with the force field, granting her different effects. Now, I did see some people saying like, whoa, does she have a Penny Parker shield? Close, but I feel like, you know, Jean Grey force field is a little bit of a stronger comparison.
Wow, Madeline Pryor is looking
She's also immune to
insane.
bleed and rupture when active, and she places misery buffs on the opponent. She's a mystic champion who places some buffs. Now her special 2 summons a pit of grasping, clawing goblin arms, right? And while the defender is in the pit, they're going to be inflicted with a hinder debuff when the opponent enters it. And when a buff with reduced potency activates on the defender, she inflicts a degen passive on them. That's where most of her damage is going to be coming from. Her special 3 is also incredibly powerful, as we saw in the video against Serpent there, right? It's going to steal 50% of full bars of power, which is kind of crazy. Also from her SIG ability, she's going to start each quest with a goblin horde just kind of following her around. And this is going to give her different pre-fights, right? One of them to get rid of a buff at the start of the fight, and another one to put an infuriate on the opponent when they are in the pit. Also, it's going to grant her an uncanny passive until her first special attack as well. So Madeline Pryor ultimately seems like she has a lot of complicated stuff going on. But in reality, she's relatively simple. You want to use that special 2, and then you want to use the special 1 to kind of like increase the potency of her force field and stuff. And you want to, very important here, utilize her inexorable to bait heavy attacks on the opponent. It will slow down time. That wasn't slow down in the deep dive. It will slow down time, and then you punish those heavy attacks, and you do a lot of damage. So that's going to be really, really nice. Now, speaking of, she has a hinder effect, right? So alongside the launch of Madeline Pryor, we're also going to be cleaning up the way certain effects occasionally used as buffs are built so they can actually interact with things like hinder, for example. So some of these relevant effects are confidence, glancing, the regeneration mechanic part of death immunity, as we saw, inexorable, when that's a buff one day. Routes, untouchable, stuff like that. There's other effects as well, but much less common and relevant. For example, like Hunter Spider on Venom Pool. An example of what this will be like, for example, so Destroyer will be getting a nice boost from this as well. His 75% hinder debuff will now reduce Cersei's glancing buff's ability to glance.
Yeah.
So his hinder debuff will now do what you expect it to do, which I think is great. And that will result in Cersei only having a 25% chance to glance attacks, right? Now, really fun as well, this is also going to interact with Intensify, allowing them to be increased at the same time. So if you bring Gladiator with confidence, for example, into the Valiant EQ, where you get the Intensify buffs, all of his confidence is going to be juiced up. He's going to be doing even more damage, which is really, really, really fun stuff. So yeah, that's going to be a really nice update to go alongside her and also make Destroyer just feel that much nicer as well, who, by the way, is in that Ascension pool, which is really, really cool. And just look at the Goblin Queen, man. Oh my goodness gracious. I think she looks great. So yeah, both of those champions, I am really, really excited.
Junius, I think so.
Again, go check out our CCP creators for more Pixie content, for more Madeline Pryor content.
I want Madeline Pryor.
Maybe I'll even make a video on them this month because I didn't get to play with them here. I want to play with that. I want to do some more. And enter our giveaway at playcontestofchampions.com/stream giveaway. So you can win one of these two champions, and they're both really, really cool. Now, also, let's look at this real quick right here. Look at this. I love this artwork. We just got we got Stellar Forged Star-Lord and also Deathless King Groot. How about that? How about Stellar Forged Star-Lord? He's pretty cool, right? But
oh, new champion.
I don't know. I think we need another Stellar Forge.
That's Deadpool. That's Deadpool.
I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Who is this?
Deadpool.
Who do you think this is? Is that Deadpool? I see a katana over there. I see some swords going on.
That's got to be Stellar Forge Deadpool.
Right?
I'm in.
Well, it's going to be a Mystic champion this time around. It's not Deadpool.
That's Blade?
The Stellar Forge Chase is going to be Blade as a Mystic champion starting on March 5th. Stellar Forge Blade is coming. The chase is beginning.
Oh, I want
Stellar
Forge Blade.
They better beware, because Isophena's got their mystical hands on this damn fear, and this variant has easy access to Atrophy, Degen, and a sense for danger
and
that
he's
can make
Mystic?
a god tremble. Now, the first piece is going to be available in this month's Alliance War Encounter Showcase on March 5th, so make sure you jump in. I am super excited about this upcoming champion. I think he's really cool and he looks incredible. I was actually talking to the designer of Stellar Forge Blade 2 days ago, and I was like, hey man, Blade's looking super cool. Really, really awesome stuff. Is there anything that you think I should, really highlight, emphasize here on the stream, before closer to his release? And he said yes, all of his weapons are now gold, and I thought that was exceptionally important here to highlight. So that's really, really important.
He looks that looks good, yo.
So cool, man. He looks really, really, really cool. In all seriousness, I was like the ISO infused parts of like his tattoos and everything, and I love the white and gold aesthetic there. He looks really, really cool. So yeah, that's launching soon, and the chase is starting really, really soon, and the kit is fun. I'm excited to go over the kit more. And we got some artwork here as well. Just looking good. Blade is coming back, man. He's making a comeback in 2026.
Don't call it a comeback.
Pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. All right, also, we have to give just a really, really big shout out, by the way, to Skylight03, who apparently can see the future, who posted this in November. Please, Madeline Pryor in March with Pixie, since they are magic related, might also release that magic rework by that time. Now, Skylight, completely unrelated, I'm gonna need you to DM me next week's lottery numbers if you don't mind. You can actually
What the hell happened?
do that right now while we watch the magic deep dive, because the rework is launching next month.
Magic can be played in different ways to maximize her utility or damage surrounding her limbo buff. If you're fully focused on sustainability and buff control, when your opponent is in limbo, you'll want to use your heavy attack to place your buff deceleration passive to extend the uptime of your limbo buff. Slowing your limbo tick down allows you to maximize the uptime of your neutralize passive and can make for a strong safety net if you slip up and need to heal back the damage that you took. To maximize her damage, begin by striking your opponent and always keep an eye on your power. Immediately after gaining a bar, you'll want to launch your special 1. This will trigger her buff acceleration and will get your D-Gen passives rolling along. From here, continue striking the opponent to build up to your special 2. And once you're ready, launch it to stack up those D-Gens and watch the opponent start to melt. If your opponent is under a bar, you can immediately heavy charge after your special 2 to slow down the expiration of your limbo, allowing you to pause your D-Gens and melt your opponent even further. If the opponent isn't already knocked out, just repeat this process until they are. Now, keep in mind, Magic's Special 3 is supercharged against buff-heavy opponents. If you're facing an opponent who gains a lot of buffs, you can just go for your Special 3 to nullify all their buffs and watch those D-Gens send your opponent into limbo.
I'm not impressed, Kabam.
Oh my god, I love the shot of her going into the portal and just like disappearing. So Magic, the team has been cooking up a nice Magic rework to make her feel like a 2026 champion since 2025, right? So, man, we're definitely really excited about this. I know that you guys have been waiting for 7-star Magic and even 6-star Magic for a very, very long time now. And listen, I'm excited for this one, but I want to bring on a very, very special guest to talk about this Magic rework coming in pretty much like a rebuild, like Doctor Strange, Iron Man, kind of like how Cyclops, how we did those, coming in as pretty much a brand new champion here. Welcome to the stream. Actually, I believe this is the first time on an official live stream with me. Very good friend of mine, Kabam, John. What is going on, my man? It's so great to have you on the stream.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Excited to talk about
characters. I was
characters.
thinking about it last night. I was like, I don't think I've ever had you on a stream since I took it over.
No,
and
yeah.
I don't know how that's possible, by the way. But yeah, no, for the few people at home who don't know who you are, right? Why don't you just let everyone know, what do you do for Marvel Contest of Champions? How long have you been here? All that fun stuff.
Sure, yeah, I mean, I do most things. I started years ago now in 2017 in QA, and then slowly worked as a balance designer. And since then, I've been working on characters. There was a time where I worked on pretty much every character from like 2018 until like 2022. And then took over stuff like Alliance War and Battlegrounds, working on some exciting new stuff like Fortress Assault, and then also just started creating the balance team as well. And so been lucky enough to be here for a long time and get into design here at Kabam as well, and it's been a great time.
Yeah, it absolutely has, man. And obviously, we love having you here. So now, one reason why I wanted to bring John here is because, I mean, listen, we've been working together for a very long time, and even before I worked here, when I was still a full-time content creator, we still kind of worked like side by side in different lanes. And Magic has been a champion who is, you know, kind of, you know, had that red tape around here for so long. There's been many different times of like, all right, should we release Magic? All right, we can't release her as is. Like, what should we do with her? So what I kind of want to talk about here is just like, how did we arrive at this version of Magic? Like, talk to me about the process of like, what this is.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, so Magic's been a fan favorite and also a personal favorite of a lot of players and individuals in the studio, myself as well. Like I was definitely just ripping her in old AW, just like bashing everything I can with the 5-star version. But similar to Quake, we had kind of acknowledged that she's very problematic in the game. And her previous kit was just something that would never really be able to be feasible for us to release. She just churns off too much content and in a way that kind of just makes it uninteractable. There's not really much of a challenge if you're allowed to use Magic. You kind of just are playing against like a punching bag because they just never do anything. You heavy them in the corner forever, you power lock them forever, but we still really love the character. And so in order to bring that loved character back, we decided that we needed to do a pretty big overhaul of her kit. And I think we've done a really great job where she really captures a lot of kind of that high skill chase that you used to have with old Magic, albeit a very different high skill chase compared to now.
Yes.
It's kind of just the only way we'd be able to bring a beloved character back without completely kind of destroying the difficulty curve in the contest and you know stuff like Battlegrounds and Alliance War.
That deserves a side eye.
Start like running the show anywhere she could be used, and so this allows players to have the beloved character. We're also still being able to have them at higher power levels, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense, man. And you know, you touched on the high school component, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where back in the day, it was like an absolute flex if you can backdraft intercept with Magic and launch the special 2 on time and connect your combo, right?
Yep.
We say this a lot here that like the summoners in the game have gotten so much better over time, right? So the high skill component of Magic in 2026 is very different from, hey, can you do an intercept? There are so many things that she does now. If we can get the slide deck up, Finn, here, just to take a look at this, where she has some new mechanics here that we've never seen at all, where there's buff deceleration, buff acceleration. She can slow down the ticks of buffs. She can also speed it up by 400%. If she uses a heavy attack, right, she goes into her portals, she falters, she makes the opponent miss, and she stops their buffs. She kind of like slows down time there. And then she can speed it up with the special attacks, and then she can, you know, do dire degen like that. She still has Limbo, and now if you play her properly, you can expect Limbo to be active for pretty much most of the fight. If you utilize Mystic Dispersion in a way, right, where that Limbo, when it goes away, you get Mystic Dispersion. Also, she puts Fury buffs on the opponent that she nullifies. Her special 3 is absolutely insane. But yeah, it's I feel like there's a lot of stuff she could do, and I'm really excited to see how players utilize this new version of Magic.
Yeah, like you said, super high skill. I mean, yeah, like the backdraft to intercept back in the day being like a huge skill thing. Even like, oh, hey, it's in Iron Man Infinity War. Like, how do I deal with this guy? I'm going to have to learn how to punish his heavy with my own heavy. An impossible feat. And so Magic was one of those skill expressive characters back in the day. And I
all know the
truth
truth
new
about
version
Magic.
is so much fun because of how much control you have over it. Like a really high skill Magic player can make the opponent's buffs, as long as they have a duration, really just not a problem. But at the same time, if you don't know what you're doing, you could actually go the opposite way, and then those buffs that, you know, somebody like, you know, Darkhawk has, what, a 4-second regen, and you could accidentally just make that way longer because you're not playing the character properly, and it could be detrimental. But sometimes you could also make a buff that you don't want on the, or the opponent doesn't want on them, extend much longer as well. And there's just so much control and so much skill expression in the kit that it feels really, really good.
Yeah, I think she's going to be very powerful, and I'm very excited to see what she does. But yeah, you know, starting next month. But I think that what everyone wants to know, what people have been begging to know, how do I get her? Like, when can I start to acquire 7-star Magic? We've been talking about it for so long. Can you just give her to us already? All right, fine. You want to know? You want to know how to get Magic? Well, as we said, that Radiant Store update is going live March 11th, right? So the chase for 7-star Magic officially begins in under 2 weeks. She's going to cost 20 Limbo tokens, okay, for 7-star Magic. And as we said, Radiance is going to be the premier way to acquire Magic, okay? Via Radiance, there will be 10 tokens in the store per cycle. A lot of people have been saying, oh, it's going to cost 1 million Radiance. It's going to cost 2 million Radiance. I'll never get Magic. Oh my God, oh my God. Radiance, it's going to cost 20,000 Radiance per piece. Now, of course, in the Radiance store, there is the cost curve, right? There is the cost curve. So if you buy all 10 and then all 10, right, it's going to be a little bit more than, you know, 20,000 per Radiance, of course. But that's not going to be the most optimal way to go about doing that, right? Because there's also a launch event featuring 3 free tokens. So let's talk a bit about that right there. So the Magic Rework is going live in March alongside the Goblin Ascension Army event. So the way this essentially works is you're going to open Goblin's Army crystals to get goblins, and you earn those goblins, which are essentially points, by opening the crystals. More crystals equals more goblins. Now, these crystals can drop a varied amount of goblins, so there is a bit of an RNG factor to it, and there are a bunch of powered crystals at the top of the track for some Ascension stuff, and you will be earning 6-star Magic and Mystic rank-up gems in the track. Once you get the 6-star version of Magic, we have another little tiny mini Karina's challenge here as well. If you go into Act 6.4.6 and you take on the Grandmaster on the Angela path, right, and you defeat the Grandmaster with only 6-star Magic, you will get 3 Limbo tokens worth over 60,000 Radiance. And a lot of people are saying, we need money for this. No, you do not. Or in March. So these rank materials are going to work for all dimensional beings. So there'll be additional bundles to use on Magic. So there's going to be one bundle at launch for 1 Awakening Gem and 199 Sig Stones for
I think my thing
Limbo
is disconnected.
And another bundle that will have rank 2, rank 3, and rank 4 rank-up gem bundles for 12 Limbo tokens. So once you acquire that Magic, there are still more Magic materials that you can chase with some Radiance as well, which I think is pretty exciting. And listen, if you get Magic and you want to awaken her right away and you use a Mystic Gem and all this kind of stuff, you can still acquire these items and you can use them on other dimensional beings. They were tuned appropriately so they're not used just for Magic, which I think is pretty darn exciting. Man. So Magic is finally coming to the game next month. The rebuild for her animations look incredible. I think she's going to be a really fun addition to the contest. I'm excited for her to be at a usable rarity once again. And for everyone who's been saving your Radiance and waiting for Magic, the time is finally coming. That's going to start happening. But listen. It's not the only reason why I brought John onto the stream today, because listen, we got some more stuff to talk about with Ascension. Isn't that right, John, right?
Absolutely.
So 7-star Ascension, you've been, had your hand working on this as well, and it's a huge feature. We talked about acquisition. We talked about the economy of this, right? But what we haven't talked about today is the power level of these 7-star Ascended champions. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today and preview some of it as well. As we know, there's a new gameplay mechanic, right? But not even just on that, but just talk to me a bit about the design intention of 7-star Ascension as a whole.
Yeah, it's stuff we kind of talked about at Summoners Fest, but we really wanted to ensure that the game's got a long life ahead of it, and we know that kind of increasing the chase, or at least the length of chase with characters, is very, very important for that. But we also wanted to make sure that we respect the character's current roster. We don't want to have another roster reset like 6-star to 7-star. We know how painful that is for players, and so we want to still find a way to kind of have that long lifespan of the game and continue having players engage and chase more power. And so ultimately Ascension is what we landed on, where you still get to keep the same characters and a lot of the investment you've had in those characters since you started getting them and ranking them up. But there's now additional power you can chase in them with Ascension. And as we see kind of up here, Isoburst and Might, as we do with any kind of rarity update or adjacent to a rarity update, we add gameplay effects. So with the 5 stars, we did the SP3 minigame. With 6 stars, we added Adrenaline. With 7 stars, we added Stat Focus. And so with 7-star Ascension, we'll be adding Isoburst and Might. And so, yeah, we're pretty excited about how all this worked out. And I think that it's something that we've seen so far that players resonate with a lot more than if we had done a rarity update. And I think it's something that I'm excited for as well.
I fully agree. And speaking again, candidly, just from a player, it's like, the hard reset, it can be exciting, right? Because all of a sudden it's like, hey, I mean, listen, let's be real here. Opening crystals and getting new stuff is probably one of the most fun parts of the game. Like, you get that crystal, that champion you're chasing, and it's such an incredible feeling to see them pop out for the first time.
Should I be worried? No.
And while that's fun, at the same time, it's not always fun to just have that hard reset and just like, all right, I got to kind of start over here. Yeah. Where at this point, the goal is really just to not deprecate your roster at all. You want to build on it and enhance it while also keeping the rest of your current 7 stars extremely valuable for the foreseeable future here, right? Now, Might and Isoburst is one way we're adding more value to the Ascension here. And one thing we haven't really talked about are the specifics of how it works. We know it gives extra attack, and that's great. But let's break down the specifics here. So at launch, the Might bar, it's going to be filling up on its own over about 50 seconds, give or take, right? Now, once it's activated, Isoburst is paused while attacking. So if you launch that special 2, that long special 2, and it's just about to expire, well, guess what? You still get your Isoburst, right? And then once it expires, it actually comes back quicker. So for content like Coliseum or longer quests, right? If you're in a long Alliance War fight, the first one's going to take roughly a minute, give or take, right? A little bit less than that to come back, and then you're going to get your payoff, and then it's going to come back around much quicker, right? So
everything you need to know is on the ticker down here.
Right. So talk to me about that a bit. It's very different because we've had a few different ideas and iterations of Isoburst, where there was a time where there was a manual trigger, where it was only on specials, where all this kind of stuff. We ended on this for a few reasons, right? Let's talk about that.
So the manual versions were great because they gave players a lot of control over it, and it helps you ensure that your character is getting the damage boost at the right time. But ultimately what we found is that it was a lot of added complexity for players, and some players would really resonate with that, and some players wouldn't. So ultimately we landed with doing the automatic one. And so this just means that effectively it's always guaranteed increased damage for an Ascended 7-star, and during Isoburst it's a bigger increase of damage for a window. If you stay aggressive and you go forward and constantly attack, that you can hold on to that damage boost for longer. And so, honestly, it's just been. We really felt like we needed to give a gameplay mechanic, and we wanted to give something a little bit more interesting and fun, but not too complicated. It could have been many other things, but we've also designed it in a way that it's quite open for future changes. We've talked about collectives before, and there's no reason we couldn't do something like, a collective that makes you deal more bleed damage during ISO burst, or apply more bleeds, or gain extra precisions, or anything on those lines. Ultimately, it's designed as a fairly generic mechanic that we can hook into later, and that includes might. We could have synergies or characters that gain might faster, so you gain
Nodes
ISO burst
as
more
well, I
often.
think.
Nodes as well, yeah. Like we have Dauntless and Battlegrounds that gives us our strikers quicker. We could look at doing something like that with the might bar as well. And so ultimately, we're pretty glad that it's simple, it's easy to interact with, and it's very open for us to go wherever we want with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing about it is that it also happens on defense. It fills up quicker
Tomoko's
on
not yet,
defense,
no.
right? But it's also paused from gaining any progress while you're attacking the opponent, right? And one thing to note there is that like this will give some of your ascended champions some more value on defense, but it's not going to make them, game breakers. They're not going unstoppable. They're not going unblockable from might. It's an attack increase at the end of the day. So if you do get hit, hey, oh no, like you got hit with ISO burst, it might hurt a little bit more. Don't get hit, right? That's ideally what you want to do. But that's essentially where the danger is. It's if you mess up, ISO burst might make that a little bit more punishing.
Yep, and as long as you're staying aggressive, you're also going to be like delaying the ISO burst on the defender as well, right? Like both sides of it. As a ascended 7-star, you just want to stay aggressive. You always want to be bashing against the opponent.
Yeah. Now, we did say this is a thing that happens automatically, but at the same time, I do expect a lot of our skilled players to maximize this, right?
Yeah.
So I actually do have a clip of some of that maximization of just kind of showing ISO burst. Can we play the Sandman clip, Finn? So if you look at this right here, we're launching this right before it activates. Watch this. Boom, special 2, and now ISO burst is activated right here, and now we're doing our little heavy stuff, and this is a big old man thing, and this is buffed Sandman, and oh my god, he's so good now. But oh my god, he's so good now. We'll talk about that a bit more in a bit. But yeah, that's essentially all there is to ISO burst. It's like it activates, you do some more damage, and you can optimize it if you would like to, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So now I also want to talk about specific ascension power level as well, right? So because here's the thing, I've seen some people be like, well, listen, if they're not ascended anymore, these champions, all unascendable champions are no longer good. That is so not the case at all, right? So the way that level 1 and 2 is working here is essentially combined. The first 2 levels of ascension will each grant slightly less than 1 typical rank of a champion. Slightly less than 1, right? Now, however, when it comes to challenge rating and prestige, Ascension level 1 and 2 are going to grant 15 challenge rating each. Now, that's pretty significant, okay? Now, challenge rating is one of the most important stats in Marvel Contest of Champions. However, John, I feel very confident saying about 90% of the people watching at home right now, and we have like almost 30,000 here, I'd say about 90% of the people don't even know what challenge rating does. And that's no fault of their own, because it's very complicated and honestly a little confusing. So do you think you could kind of break down for us what challenge rating is, what it does, and its importance?
Yeah, so challenge rating is essentially a measure of, in the past, it was just your rank and rarity, but now also your ascension level. And it will influence things that use our standard formula. So things like crit rating, things like armor rating, block penetration, block proficiency, so on and so forth. An easy example of kind of how much it can have an effect is for folks that played Act 6 on launch, it was really brutal because you took so much chip through block. So everyone using Captain America Infinity War, Sunspot, all of that kind of stuff. And that was because the defenders were so much higher rating than the characters that the players were using. And their challenge rating is so much higher that it made the defender's block penetration higher, and it made the attacker's block proficiency lower. And so challenge rating has that ability to essentially increase or decrease any stat that's pretty much not attack and health. And so as we kind of see here, the Ascended Champions will have a higher challenge rating than the Unascended Champions at rank 5. And so that means a character that relies a lot on their ratings, somebody like Lady Deathstrike with their ruptures scaling off of armor rating would actually probably gain more benefit from having a higher challenge rating than they would having higher attack and health.
Interesting. Yeah, so as we can see from the graph down here of M'Baku's stats, and you might be wondering, why did we choose M'Baku? Well, there's a great reason for that. As you can see, he just fits really well with the words on the slide, and that's the entire reason why we went with that. He's also ascendable, so it works. But essentially here, as you can see, right, we have this built up in a way where it's rank 4 on Ascended, rank 5 on Descended, and then rank 4, Ascension 1, and Ascension 2. The reason why I built it that way is because, hey, obviously rank 5, Ascension 1, and 2 is going to be higher, right? But ultimately, when it comes to ascendable champions, right, there might be some champions in the pool who are like, hey, I don't really want to rank 5 this champion just because I have them ascended, right? Yeah. But as we can see here, you don't really need to if you don't want to, right? Like, I mean, like, you know, as the game progresses, the economy progresses, rank 4s will become more common, right? So I feel like taking a champion to rank 4 will be a lot easier and more realistic here, right? But he might not want to be like one of your first rank 5s or one of your few rank 5s, right? But if we look here, rank 4 ascended champions will kind of be comparable to like rank 5 champions. Like I'll tell you right now, I have 2 rank 5 champions on my account. Neither of them can be ascended at launch, right? And I feel very confident in that because 7-star champions with each rank is still going to have a relatively, you know, power level compared to max ascension champions at rank 4, right? So we kind of built this out in a way where all 7 stars will still have value for the foreseeable future.
Absolutely. And it's really going to be a question of, do you want to chase a few champions with that vertical power and you just like double down on them, or do you want to have a wide roster, which is something that's very regularly rewarded now? Yeah. And so both are viable options for you to chase. Both have their different benefits. And so lots of stuff for the players to decide what to do with their rosters.
Yeah, and there's really no right answer here, ultimately, right? Like, I know some people have been ranking specifically ascendable champions, and that's 100% valid, and they're going to be very powerful, you know? But yeah, so that's essentially what the power axis of Ascension level 1 and 2 is going to look like at launch, and of course, this is going to progress as time moves on when we have 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6, but that is very far in the future that we do not have to worry about that right now at all. Right now, level 1 and 2 is going to be launching, and as we can see here, undescended champions still hold up very, very well alongside them. But dude, talking about champions that hold up very well alongside them, some of these champions, some of the launch pool champions, well, you know, they weren't holding up too well. Yeah. So we're actually buffing about 30% of the champions in the pool, right? So let's talk about some of those champions and what that means for the game and the meta and as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of defenders in the pool, and as players know, that's always something that we chase early on in the meta because it's going to create more space for other attackers to come and be more powerful. But since these are going to be the only characters you can ascend, we also want to make sure that those defenders actually start to feel a little bit more like a two-way. So Korg, for example, here has been like pretty much an entire update just for his attacker loop. Yeah. And he actually has a very strong damage loop, especially for longer form content, stuff like Coliseum we have here. He actually has really high consistent damage.
The drops don't start until Kabam ends their live stream.
And we kind of see that with a lot of them where it's quality of life updates to make them feel more consistent and have a higher presence on attack. Or maybe just a little bit of an update to something that will give them a little bit more legs on defense if they've already got some stronger attacker loop stuff.
And Korg is also really, really fun. I'm so excited for that one. We also have Jabari Panther as well. Now, by the way, really quick, I do want to point out that these buffs aren't just for Ascension champions, right? Like your 6-star Jabari and Korg will now be buffed. Your 5-star will be buffed as well. So if you have any of these champions, there are 10 buffs coming to the contest next month, right? Next week, really. I love champion buffs, right? I'm actually really excited about this. Let's talk about Jabari a little bit here.
Yeah, Jabari is kind of nuts now. I saw some discussion online that were like, oh, they're nerfing Jabari. Oh, her precisions are slightly lower. And it's like, yeah, they are, but her overall damage is absolutely bonkers insane now. I'd be very interested to see if they have the same opinion on how strong she is after launch, because she's one of the ones that we were probably most scared of releasing just because how insane a high-skilled player can get her damage to.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm very excited for her. And also, Vision Arcus, who, you know, we had Kabam Neuro. That's the 3rd time we mentioned Neuro, by the way. Again, hi, bud. I really hope you're watching. We had him on the stream and talked about a lot of these buffs last time, and he said this is the one that he's really most excited for. I was playing around with all of these, you know, recently, but I was playing around with Arcus a bit last night, and it's pretty fun, you know. So what do you think about this, especially with, like, this era of, like, you know, Coliseum being, you know, pretty relevant?
Yeah, I think Arcus already had like a really strong kit. He already had a lot of things going for him, but especially as an attacker, all of these things felt like they were just a little bit of just a shy, number and duration away from being like fully usable as an attacker. And so that's kind of what we targeted mostly with this is a lot of things that just make him feel a lot more consistent and have a higher uptime on his different damage chases as an attacker, and overall just make him feel much, much better.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. Also, we talked about Lady Deathstrike last stream. We did talk about some of these last stream already, right? But one thing that I enjoy here is that we opened up the rupture potency scaling a bit, right? So it's not just strictly armor anymore. It's also going to be through attack as well. One thing funny, we have the squad builder out right now, and some people are like, "Dude, 2-star Lady Deathstrike is ridiculous." Right?
Oh, yeah,
and that goes
I've been
really
streaming for about 3
heavy into,
hours
like, the
already.
challenge rating that
Can you believe that?
Right. So now, I mean, like, listen, Lady
On
Deathstrike is
YouTube,
probably
yeah.
going to benefit a lot from Ascension because, like, of the challenge rating. But also, there's going to be a bigger benefit to actually ranking her up as well now too, right?
Yep.
So I'm pretty excited for this one. I've always really liked this
All three
champion, but she's
Jabari
always
fans,
felt
yeah.
like it
All
was
three
a
Jabari
little
fans are
funky
happy.
Yeah.
with the way she worked.
No, agreed. I think she's going to feel really, really good. And she definitely leans more on the armor than the attack rating still, but it now at least doesn't feel bad, especially if you're doing something like the EQ where you're getting a bunch of Furies and nothing changes with your damage because she doesn't care. Now it will actually increase a decent amount.
Absolutely. This one is
Infamous Doom
is a great example of like one little tiny change can make a difference, right? So now his armor up buff is protected from nullify and stagger from champions because it's an austere buff. Same kind of buff that J. Jonah Jameson has, by the way, right? Also, but this is actually huge. The first hit of his heavy cannot trigger critical shocks. So for years, this is just like, based on RNG, nuked his damage on his special too, right? So now it's going to be more consistent. We've also increased his shock potency and duration, and also his cowardice as well, right? So this one feels really nice. He's already fantastic. He's already a fantastic champion, but he's getting just that little boost, just a little quality of life change as well.
No, I think he's going to feel great. I think it's funny how like first hit of heavy cannot trigger critical shock almost sounds like a bad thing, but if you actually like know what you're doing with this character and can really play it to him, he feels so much better.
It is such a good thing. And this one you said yesterday we were talking about, you're saying this one's probably your favorite.
AP Waves would be happy
Sam
about
Wilson
that.
feels so good now. The reduction of stack limit for his sap charges means that you're going to get your power drain more often. And then you're talking about challenge rating before. Critical rating is one of those stats, and he relies very heavily on critical rating to apply those ruptures and get more sap charges. His SP1 physical Vaughn is way more powerful and way longer.
It's more than double duration.
It's double duration and potency. And his loop just feels really, really strong. He actually feels incredible for closing out Battlegrounds fights now. That SP2 into SP1, your lock-on is more than enough time to, if you want to, try and get 2 SP1s into an SP2, and his damage is just bananas while still having a ton of tank stacks with all that armor, again, also increased by the increased challenge rating, and then having a ton of control with the power drain.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one as well. I've always really loved this champion's kit.
It might be the longest thing they've ever done.
Usability wasn't always up to par, but I feel like this is going to be a really nice boost for him as well. He also got some more stuff too. He got a lot of updates here, but I was running out of lines to write on it, right? But yeah, I'm excited for that one. Man Thing as well is going to be a little bit more consistent, right, in his matchups because there's a little bit more control over his nullify, right? So like no accidental nullifies against like Dark Phoenix, for example. We moved his sig ability, Fury to Agitation, increased the potency a little bit, right? Also just made his regen a little bit more cohesive as well too. Just some nice quality of life updates to a defender-leaning champion who can also be pretty nice on attack as well.
No, he feels so much more consistent. Your damage feels like it's you kind of always know what you're getting now with him, and it is overall
new
much
drops?
higher
Yeah, check
than
out
it
new
was
drops
before.
here.
Which is nice.
Old Man Thing felt like it was a little bit of a grab bag of sometimes he does a lot, sometimes he doesn't do much.
Yeah.
And now as an attacker, he feels much more consistent.
Absolutely. This one, I mean, I showed you guys a clip of that Sandman clip. He is, if you use him properly now, right? If you use the special 2 to go into unstable, knock them down with that, and then get the heavy attack off, his damage is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Because essentially, what's happening here is you're going to be getting an extra heavy attack, right? That's where a lot of his damage comes from. All of those damage bursts on the heavy. If you get an extra one and they're progressing as it goes along, that's like an extra 140k sometimes against Mystics per cycle. That is a ridiculous damage per
Yeah,
second.
that's
boost.
like half of a Battlegrounds health pool.
Yes, right? So that can close out like some Sasquatch, some Man-Thing as we saw. Like, oh my goodness gracious, man. This guy is absolutely
He's so
ridiculous.
strong now.
Yeah, very excited for that one. We showed Emma Frost last week, actually, a little bit against Bullseye. But she also just feels like, kind of like Sam Wilson in a way, where we kind of like went through her kit. She kind of touched up like everything she needed touched up. You know what I mean? She feels really nice. She feels like a champion that was released much later than she was now. A bit more relevant for today's meta as well, which I'm very excited for Emma Frost. I've always loved the champion. But again, it's like I think she's going to be a lot more useful in today's meta.
Yeah, and again, the challenge rating being really big here with her as well. The crit rating for prowess is also going to gain even more. All of those huge tank stats she gets when she's in diamond form, she's just going to be even tankier now, to the point where maybe she even starts becoming a stall defender if you don't bring an armor breaker. She just feels way better.
I love that. And this one, you were telling me yesterday, you're very excited about Storm Pyramid X.
Yeah, Storm Pyramid X feels so good now. She's actually just.
You said the same thing about Captain America Sam Wilson.
She now gains her second or whatever her non-activated Tempest is from using a heavy attack. Duration scales with how long you charge it. And that means that you're gaining way more prowess all the time. Getting 2 prowess per bar of power instead of 1. That means that you're probably doing, 40 to 60% more damage from a special than you would have with the old version of the kit.
Yeah.
And she just like absolutely blasts Battlegrounds health pools. If you get lucky and get a bunch of crits, you can probably finish a health pool with just a special 2.
So you say just go to special 2, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hey Finn, play that clip of Storm Pyramid X. So after we talked about it, I actually went last night against Black Panther Civil War here. Just going right to special 2, like you said, nothing else, right? And I just wanted to see what would happen if I just used her how we know how to use her here, right? And, bait out some special 1s, rushing up, boom, right here, charge that heavy attack, go for the special 2. Oh my god.
So you actually didn't even play her properly there either.
Incredible.
So if you had charged your heavy off the get-go, you would have another Tempest, and all of you would have gained 2 prowess per bar of power instead of 1.
So that would have been like almost double?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous, man. Yeah, I was trying to go as fast as possible, right?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. So that damage can get even higher. So that's really fun. I really love that, So a lot of these tune-ups, they don't look big on paper. Like honestly, if you gave someone that Sandman update, you'd be like, you think this is gonna be good for him? They'll be like,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, like on defense maybe, right? But you saw that clip. Like little quality of life changes can really update a champion to something really meaningful, which I think is fantastic. And so we have 11 of these, including Toad, right? Going live next month, all in the Ascension base pool, putting a lot of value into the Ascension base pool. I think people are going to look at this launch pool a lot differently once these buffs are live, in all honesty. So can we get the slide up, Finn? Yeah, let's talk to me a little bit about like the meta moving forward, what the future holds, all that stuff.
Yeah, so we're really excited for Ascension because it gives new characters the chance to kind of hop into the spotlight. We saw that when we had the 6 to 7 star rollover, where a champion like Gamora, we didn't update her at all. In the Ascension pool, we're updating a ton of characters because we want to make sure that they feel good. But for 6 to 7 star, Gamora was suddenly a very, very powerful and desirable 7 star for people. And that's because suddenly you're kind of like only looking at her. You're not comparing her to a bunch of other characters. You're not comparing her to Hercules, all of those kind of things. And so that really lets us kind of change what maybe the important RPG things that people are looking at are. You'll see there's a good amount of degen and in the Ascension pool. So somebody like Mr. Negative, also in the Ascension pool, is going to shine really strong because he can deal with a lot of degen. And it really just gives the opportunity for these characters that have always been kind of like just on the edge of that top tier to really shine and change the meta and who we're looking at, but also still bringing back some familiar faces from years ago, stuff like Korg, where, if you know how to deal with him, he's not a big deal, but now that he's got extra stats all over the place, he's going to be something to plan around.
Like Sasquatch, for example, right? Like Sasquatch during the 7-star launch, he was like the guy on defense because he was just huge, right? Over time, that became less of a factor for him because some new RPG mechanics came in, all this kind of stuff. Now that he's going to be even huger again, that might bring him back into the spotlight a little bit, right? So we might see a bit of like a refresh on like the defender meta as well, right? With this.
Exactly. I think overall it's going to be really good, and it'll give players the opportunity to use characters that they wouldn't regularly. So
yeah, I think that's really great. So we have again, this has been an absolutely massive stream. By the way, we have a few more things here, but before we get into those final things, we also do have some giveaway winners. Are we ready for that? By the way, is that a thumbs up? That was just a thumbs down. So. We're refreshing, so we don't have it yet, but we're working on it, right? So we should have refreshed during that the meta part. That's all right. That's all good. But anyway, you know, I am excited to see like what happens with the meta, right? Especially when it comes to like, I love when players find a new champions that they love to play, and I love when it's like, you know, defense starts to look so similar all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I know that that's a frustration point for a lot of our players as well. So hopefully that can not change it entirely.
yeah,
But also just add some more things to the mix so it's not the same kind of stuff that we see all the time.
yep, absolutely. I mean, you know, we're not taking away the cosmic meta champions like Dark Phoenix and Serpent. Like they're still going to be around, but suddenly they're going to get statted out pretty quickly, and or at least have competition with it.
Right.
So
So
the thumbs up.
we're getting the thumbs up? Oh, fantastic. All right, so we do have some giveaway winners. Can we get the slide deck up right here? Now, keep an eye on your Twitch messages, of course, right? Because we're going to be reaching out to you for if you want a Titan Crystal or your choice between Pixie and Madeline Pryor. By the way, I updated this slide. I was looking at the slide yesterday, and I was like disgusted with like how it looked compared to everything else. And I was like, how have I never made this look better? Anyway, point is, Titan Crystal, 5 winners for the Titan Crystal. Congratulations to Joe Jazzcat, love that name. Tim Alert, we got an alert for Tim. We also have Yajwant 111111, and we have Noir Mamba and Unpredictable. Congratulations. That's a good name.
Dave would
right?
love that
Yeah,
name.
he would. I wonder if he uses Beta Ray Bill. Anyway, congratulations. You have won a Titan Crystal. The rollover is happening very soon. You might want to save it. Or maybe you want one more chance at a champion who's leaving. Now, for your champion choice between Pixie and Madeline Pryor, we have Isagi 110. We have Rhapsody We also have El Vela 491, and we have an anonymous coward. Okay, and we also have Sayash 26, right? Congratulations to our 10 winners here. Keep an eye out and all that fun stuff. But John, also, thank you so much for joining us, for talking about Ascension and all the buffs and everything else. There is one more thing, though, here that, you know, that you do want to say. You have an announcement to make as well to the players, so take the stage, my friend.
Yeah, this will be my last live stream because today's my last day at Kabam.
Oh, wow.
I've been here for better part of 9 years, and it's been a really good time, and I'm so glad that I got to work on so many things, and especially stuff like Battle Run Ball and Summoners Fest, and those are things that I never would have dreamed I was able to work on, and it's been such a fantastic time with such a huge community, and it's been such a pleasure, but yeah, this will be my last time.
You know, it's... you know, John said he's been here for 9 years. Actually, can we just really quickly get the slide deck up, though, because I put something in for him. There's a big fan of Dr. Octopus, John is. But, you know, ultimately, John, you've been here for 9 years. We've been working together in some fashion for many, many years now.
Yeah.
It has been such an unbelievable pleasure. One very important thing that I want to make the community know here that John has done so much here, but things are going to continue on. 100% fine without John, as if he never left. And a very important caveat for that is that if it was not for all of John's efforts over the past 9 years, that would not be true.
Thanks.
Over years, you have left such an imprint on Marvel Contest of Champions. So much of this game has your blueprints all over it. You have done so much for this game. You are an absolute pillar in the battle realm, and you always will be, in my eyes, on Mount Rushmore for Marvel Contest of Champions, man.
Thanks.
You've built an incredible team over the years who are going to step into your shoes, do a phenomenal job, and I have all the confidence in the world of the entire team going forward, and so much of that is truly because of your efforts. And I want every single person at home to know that everybody in the Marvel Contest of Champions community We love John, right? So, of course, we're not going to have
There's
John
the promo
on
code,
here. I'm not going
guys.
to give a little emotional speech to a buddy of mine without giving a little promo code. You brought a promo code with you of a champion that you spent a lot of time buffing, right? Now, listen, Sentry, right? He's been really making waves in Coliseum and everything else, the AQ Rampant Evolution event. And that longer form content, he's really good now. And now you can get a first appearance, 7-star Sentry. Go to the Summoners Market, put in your promo code, We Love John. For certain progression levels, it is 6-star. Some are just 5-star. We can't give a 7-star to everybody, unfortunately, right?
I think he's a 7-star first appearance as
It's
well,
a
right?
first appearance, 7-star, so you get that shiny
Better
Sentry.
believe I'm claiming it immediately
Oh,
after
you better,
this.
dude. You better, which is super fun, right? But yeah, John, we love you so much, man, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Your legacy is going to live on with all these champions forever, and whenever someone looks at that first appearance Sentry, they're going to think of you, man. So very happy to have that in the game for you, and thank you again, man, for joining us to talk about Ascension, all those champion buffs, and one more time, thank you for everything you've done for us, all right?
Thanks. It means a lot. Thanks so
Absolutely.
much. And thanks to all the players out there, too. It's
100%.
been fantastic.
Yeah, you've been you on top of being, you know, a great collaborator and dev, you've also been a great community member too. And I think that everybody feels the same way. So, all that emotional stuff aside, right? We also have a little picture here for everything coming to the contest in March. Our new champions, our EQ, which by the way ends on April 8th. We'll fix that before we post that on social. International Women's Day, and also the 7-star Ascension launch, which is just absolutely exciting stuff. It's going to be a really, really great month in the contest, and we're very, very excited for the future. And we're also very, very excited and proud of John as well. We're not going to, you know, say everything that's going on, of course. But it's all good things, right? That's an important thing I left out. All good things. But yeah, again, thank you, John. Thank you, everyone, for watching. This was
Very
long of a stream. I could not have made this shorter if I tried. I really did try. If we did the gameplay of the champions, it would have been 2.5 hours. But thank you for watching. You know, again, new Twitch drops starting next week, but there are some great Twitch drops going on right now. There's a few, like 30 to 45 more minutes in the track. Go watch other people on Twitch. Keep the party rolling. We'll start rolling that out in maybe just a little bit. We have to like click the button and get it going. But thank you for watching. It's been a really fun stream. We're so excited for the next month. And we will see you in the battle round.
All right, chat. So what do you think of what did you think of today's stream? What did you think? I need to know. What was on your mind? Like, I want to do a vibe meter check. So let's move it on over. We can exit out of this, or we can exit out of that too. I want to do a vibe meter check. Boo for everything? Nah, I don't agree. So vibe meter. Oh crap, I did that wrong. Vibe meter on. I'm gonna give it a 9 because they gave so much information. Hey, and real quick, y'all want to see something? Oh, they yo, where's Bushido Brown at? I don't think I like this. That's not my Kratos. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's not my Kratos. Did y'all break the chat? I think y'all broke the chat. Yep, the chat's broken. Hold on, I gotta restart my chat. Give me a second, chat. Y'all broke the chat. The chat just instantly broke. Oh, it's a fake picture? Okay. Hey, thank you, Arenas, for resubscribing with the Prime. Hello, everyone. Welcome on over to the live stream after party. I hope that's a fake picture because that's not my Kratos. Like, Kratos, he would not stand there looking like that. But then again, maybe I'm being hypercritical. I might be being hypercritical, but... Hi, and thanks for... Chris is terrible. I'm going to all in on Pokemon, I guess. 6. It looks like y'all are feeling it a little bit. We love John. Yeah, that is the promo code. It doesn't. It just doesn't look. I agree. I have to say I did play the game, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for more info to come out. We'll definitely wait. So I think I'm gonna end this here. How you doing, Marvel Man? I see you over there.
Nice.
Right ring. Why is Kratos not muscular? At least I agree. That's another thing I'm having an issue with. Like Kratos is a muscular guy. I like adding and changing so much, removing back issues, doing so much. I fell in love with the game 2 years ago for the simplicity of the game. This is getting much more like Call of Duty. I wouldn't say all that. I just think Kabam is trying to expand, and I'm kind of here for it a little bit. I don't like Ascension. It's essentially just a version of Rank Up 7-star instead of calling it Taken Up in a way to add more deals. Thank you, Dumas, for the follow. Sonic, can we hit 10,000 followers today, guys? If we can hit 10,000 followers today, I would stream extra long today, so I can get those drops. Because you need 3 hours, guys. And what better person to come to than Lefty for the drops? How you doing, Eric? Josh are not working. Try refreshing the page, Bobby. And then try coming out and going back in. I did pin the link to the chat so y'all can, that's the way y'all can get the drops. Y'all can link your account. Thank you, Car Leon. Finally progresses for me. Yeah, because I think Kabam turns them on after that stream ends. How you doing, Yora? Yeah, Kratos' physique isn't there in the show, which doesn't make sense because Kratos is naturally buff. Kratos his physique needs to be there. That's how you define Kratos. Say my name. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Graham Diddy, Chris. K Doom, how you doing? What you snacking? I got beef jerky. Usually when I do long streams, I need something to snack on. No Requiem stream today? No, there will be, Bobby, a Requiem stream is happening today. I'm going to do my due diligence with the MCoC, but we will be doing a Requiem stream. Beef jerky, I agree. Range Watcher, thanks for the follow. I think beef jerky is one of my favorite things to snack on. It's just good. It's not too much, it's just good. Hey guys, thank you for the hype stream too. Everyone that had a Prime sub, thank you guys for giving me your Prime sub. Hope you're doing well. Ethereal, I'm doing good. A lot of information take, very hopeful. Good game. I would agree. Yeah, so nice drop. Stream was stacked. It was. Hey, Sonic Fan Fiction, thanks for the follow. Hey, Slight Gaming, appreciate the follow, saying Magic looks good. She does. Well, she does, but the thing with that is like, you know.
Do a barrel roll.
She was. Hey, Master Cutters, thank you for the follow. I want Picture and Goblin. Did we hit our, we hit the stream goal, guys. Let's go. GD and chat. We're on hype level 2. Let's go. Thank you, everyone. Time for Battlegrounds, yes. We're going to stay live on YouTube probably for another 40 minutes. And then we're going to end the live YouTube stream. And we're going to stay live on Twitch for a couple of hours. I want y'all to get those drops. I don't want y'all to be like, Lefty never does extra streams for us. He doesn't care about the community. And all I'm going to say to that.
I beg your pardon?
Mate, thank you for the follow. Blade is Mystic. Yeah, he looks legit too. Marbles, thank you for the follow. I'll get Magic from the challenge. This is how you get Magic right here. Lefty's, yeah, I'm for y'all. Do you have a link for the drops? No, just hit the follow button and you'll get them. I did pin the link so you can connect your Kabam account to your MCoC account, though. You always been there for helping us. We appreciate. No problem, guys. I love doing it for y'all. Like, I love streaming. Like, for some odd reason, Maurice was like, what energy drinks do you take? I don't take energy drinks, guys. I just get up and I just do it. And it's really that simple for me.
Pow.
I don't need energy drinks. You know what gets me up out of bed? Motivation. Lefty, you can be a successful YouTuber. All you gotta do is get up early. Say less. Smiling Ninja, I appreciate the follow. Oh, y'all crashed the chat again. The chat officially crashed again. Y'all crashed it again. Hold on. I gotta reopen my chat. Y'all keep crashing my chat. And I'm not even mad at you. Keep doing it. Only thing I'm somewhat hyped about is new Karina challenges. I did see that. Let's see. Did they say what they were? We are getting new Karina challenges. And for anyone that doesn't know, all the information from the day stream is in this ticker. And if you go to my Discord or my Twitter or my YouTube, you will see all the screenshots of all of this. So yeah, we are getting new. So the Ordeal hero, the Ordeal villain, the Abyss hero, the Abyss villain, Epoch Gauntlet. Wow. It's going to be interesting. I'm jelly. I just need a liter of Red Bull in the morning to function remotely normal. Not me. For some odd reason, it's always been like that for me. How do you become Elder? To get Elder, you need to complete Act 9.4, have 3 rank 5 7-star champions, and that's how you get Elder. Epoch is the one I'm fearing. Epoch? So you need all heroes for the Abyss, all villains for the Abyss. So you gotta do a whole path for the Abyss. I'm just gonna take the Titania path. I'll probably do the Mutant Challenge. Any info about 9.4? No. They haven't given us any additional info, no. I'm hoping they do. I want to know what the rewards are going to be. Who's the Elder boss? I don't think we know yet. Phil, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you. Both the follow. Ooh, going up now. Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, it's not a game. It's definitely not a game, yo. Like I hope y'all are excited. Wally Wilson, I appreciate the follow. Time to break out the Wong again. Yep, Wong, Professor X. The hero one should be interesting. The hero one would definitely be interesting. Oh, the rewards. So for the rewards for the Karina, for all the rewards, so you get a 4-5 gem crystal, greater empower crystal, tier 5 alpha catalyst, multiple 3-4 gems, and selected with powerful heroes and villains. That's so vague. Pablo, how you doing? Headshot, math. Thank you for the follow. What are you most excited from the stream? From today's stream? Probably the drops of CCP members exclusively. I'm really excited about that. And I already know what you're gonna say. Lefty, you're being selfish. Everyone wants to get some drops. No, everyone is getting drops, but it'd be nice if y'all came to me for exclusive drops. I want some exclusive drops for me. And the reason I want that is because I do long streams on purpose for y'all. And I'm not saying I deserve a reward, but it'll be nice if, you know, I did long streams for exclusive drops for my channel. That's what I want. Like, I do long streams for regular drops, and I want to do long streams for exclusive CCP member drops. That's what I want to do. How long you gonna stream on Twitch for? A couple of more hours. Probably at least for another 3 at minimum. Oh, we reached level 2? Open chest. What is this? Did we get a new chest? We did. We got a new emote. Thank you guys for that. Yeah, selfishness. Yeah. Question. Do you got Maestro? Yeah, I got Maestro. Choo. Thank you, Sonic Fan Fishing. I appreciate it. GG to all the new. You deserve a reward. You do a lot for us. I do appreciate. I don't do it for a reward, but it'll feel more validating for me to do long streams for exclusive Twitch drops for the CCP members. That will make me happy because it's like I do it for the regular one, and it's like, you know, you can get these anywhere. You don't have to come to Lefty. And I'd rather go to this guy, which is fair. You know, I can't stop you, but it still would be nice. Oh, more gifted subscribers. Shout out to Sexy Capri. Can we get GDs in chats for the gifted memberships? Thank you so much. We got 5. Welcome, everyone. Is Sentry good? He's not. Vadasa, thank you for the follow. Welcome, everyone. New follows, new members. Appreciate you guys. Y'all gonna help me get that software I've been working my tail off and saving for. You always got me, so thank you. No problem. Thank you guys. GG's. I saw a drop notification in the game. How do I get them? Just hit the follow button. Go over on Twitch. I think I did get the drops, just so you know, guys. Let me see. I think I did get the drops, but I haven't claimed them yet. I was getting the drops while watching the Kabam live stream, so yeah, look, I only have one more drop to go, so let me go ahead. Look, I got all the drops, as you can see. Oh, I got drops from Marvel Rivals, too. I might have to do a Marvel Rivals stream. I got drops from Marvel Rivals. Wow. But yeah, the drops are, it looks like you get 30,000 7-star shards. 30,000. Hey, Lucas, thank you for the membership. I appreciate that. Welcome. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Excuse me. Dallas, Abu Dhabi. I don't know how to say that. Abu Dala. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. What a guy. Yeah, I'm chilling. So yeah, the drops are active. They are working for me. I'm at 77%. And guys, I will be doing an extended stream, so you don't have to worry. I'm not going anywhere. I have no plans today besides streaming Resident Evil 9. That's the only plans I have today. I do have to go out and pick up a video game, but I can do that a different day. I guess I don't need to do it. Wait, what are the rewards again? I think it's a 1 to 2. I don't know what the rewards are. Hold on. Don't get me lying. Let's just look at the Twitch rewards. No, let's not go there. Let's go to drops and rewards. And it looks like 3 level 2 revives, 3 rebirth crystals, 5 energy refills, and 30,000 7-star shards. So those are the rewards. Tumblr, thank you for the follow. Can we get to 10,000, guys? What is the promo code? It's right here. Promo code is We Love John. And if you're asking for my CCP code, just in case you are, where's my CCP code at? I don't know where it's at. I know my CCP code is somewhere, but I don't see it. There it is. Here's my CCP code in case you want it. So it's just all lowercase, lefty. Should I have 2 sets of drops? I have 2 sets of drops February for week 4 and the March only one Mark Cristo. I don't think we have 2 sets of drops. I think it's just 1. Oh, Stella Force Blade. Yeah, he's looking legit. He's looking real legit. Where's he at? Stella Force Blade. I was impressed. I was not expecting them to make a Stella Force Blade. And he's Mystic? I need that. I need that on my account. I need that yesterday, Kabam. I don't see him. Where did I put him at? Stella Force Blades. I don't see him. There he is. Stella Force Blade guy. He's coming. Do you get anything from Kabam for these drops? No. They Kabam, they usually tell me ahead of time what the drops are going to be. So when y'all a lot of times when y'all ask me are there drops, 9 times out of 10 I know there are. I didn't know about the one on Tuesday. That was random, but I knew about these drops this weekend. GQ Smith, thank you for the follow. I couldn't tell you what they were, but I did know about them. I do need her too, yo. The Green Goblin Queen, bro, I might save my Titan charge for her. Like, I wanted Doctor Strange, but I might just save him for her. How do I use the promo code? Oh, if you go to, hold on, let me log into the Kabam. Let me go to the Kabam store. You go to the store, and let me log in real quick. Okay, I'm logged in. So if you go to the Kabam store, log in, scroll all the way to the bottom, and type in all lowercase lefty, and apply my code, I would appreciate that. Just so you know, I know that was a terrible plug, but you know, I gotta do that. What is your code? My code is right here. It's on the screen. All lowercase lefty, and then type in the promo code. Oh, I can't type in the code in. Okay, I guess we'll remove it. Here we go. It's We Love John. Apply code. Boom. I got it. So that's how you type it in, guys. Sorry for the shameless plug, but I want y'all to use it. Hey, Dusky, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that. I don't even know how many members we're at right now. But I do appreciate everyone that's coming by. I missed out on Peter Star Lords. Is it worth using Trigger List to get my missing piece? Yeah, it is. Is he any good? Is who any good? Well, but no Ghost Rider stream. Yeah, they didn't mention Ghost Rider at all. They didn't mention Ghost Rider. That's not a shameless plug. You're not advertise. You're advertising on your own. Oh, yes, true. Thank you, Noble Gas. What do I put the CCP code at? At the bottom. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and it'll say enter code, and it will just enter all lowercase lefty, and you'll be doing me a huge favor. And if you want to see a cooler CCP code introduction, look at this. Look at my car. Ain't that kind of cool? CCP code lefty. I'll take it down because I want to make sure y'all see the promo code. I'm pretty hyped for Stellar Force. Me too. I'm hyped for Stellar Force Blaze too, Cody. Is Sentry any good? Not at all. What's CCP? It's the content creator program. I'm in the content creator program for MCoC. Do you think the old Magic or new Magic is better? They butcher her power. Oh, the old Magic is far better. Hey, Gray Blue, thank you for the follow. Is the new Starlord's good? I mean, he's okay. What does the code do for you? I just see what looks like a purple pick. Oh, that's my profile picture. It gives me a kickback. It's another way to donate to the channel. So if you don't have like money to donate to me, but you still want to donate to me, just use my code and I'll get a kickback from however much you spent. How is record? Yo, Nemesis is looking legit. Just got your code in my store. Thank you, Tyler. Yo, I can't wait to play it again. I'm so excited. What's in the promo code, Lefty? I haven't claimed it yet. I haven't done any of my claims. I was gonna wait till y'all. Does CCP code only work if we spend money? I'm not sure. I think so. I'm not sure though. Did they talk about Thorak? No, they didn't. They butchered her. Yeah, they can try to sell me on the new Magic, but I'm old school MCoC player, and I want the old Magic. I don't want the new Magic. He basically butchered Magic. They chuckled at Deuces. No. But no, I don't think he butchered Magic. Like, respect to John. Come on, Maurice. Let's not do that. Let's not even do that. Dr. Noob, thank you for the follow. When they going to buff group? Good question. Thank you, Log Gnarly, for the follow. No way. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. The price for her wasn't worth it for Magic. How much you're asking for her? You have Kabam. I don't know what you were thinking with that, but nah. The price for Magic is insane. 20K. So 10 tokens, 20K per tick. Nah. As Ham, thank you for the follow. That's crazy work. Dude, thank you for the follow. New Magic is complete ass. He was butchered. I'm not going to say anything about that. I want to test her before I make an opinion, but I like the old Magic. But 600,000, Kabam, you trade in 20 limo tokens for 720. So 20 times 20K ratings per token. That's wild. That is wild. Kabam really doesn't want you to have Magic. They really don't want you to have Magic at this point. I was like, 20K. Kabam, you could have, nah. Hatis, thank you for the follow.
Barrel roll.
You only need 17 if you do the objective. I mean, that's fair. You only need, thank you, Risky Biscuits. I just feel like 20K is just a lot, though. I mean, yeah, 20K per radius, that's just a lot. Because I'm doing it based on the selector they have in the Radiant store. And I think the selector is what, 125,000? So to offer Magic a champion that isn't in a selector for 600, nearly 600,000, that's really pricey. It's still over. Yeah, but I'll say that's still a little bit pricey. And it's like, you're paying on that for Magic? I don't know. We'll see. Like, maybe I'm hoping, like, I know the price is a little bit expensive, but I'm hoping Kabam will make it so it's easier to get Radiance. Because right now, I think I have over 100,000 Radiance. So I am close to it, but it's like, that's still a bit pricey. But I will be testing her. I don't think I'm gonna make a breakdown video on her, but well, if Kabam does a deep dive, maybe I'll do a breakdown. VMAX doesn't solve any current problems in the game. I don't think she was built to solve any problems, but I will say when Kabam John said Magic made the AI a punching bag, I couldn't agree more. That's what I loved about her. With Magic, if you could stand up intercept, you had nothing to worry about. You were chilling. You were big chilling. Imagine all the resources you can buy with 600K Radiance instead of watered down Magic. Well, we can't say if she's watered down yet. I would just say I liked old school Magic, so of course I'm going to be on old school Magic side. I will test her out. Maybe we'll do a live stream testing her out. I was told there was a promo code given out. Did I miss that? Nope, it's right on the screen. We love John. We love John. I got short take of an hour. What do you mean? You can also be Grandmaster for it too as well. It takes almost 400 credit magic, not 600. Still super high. Yes, it's still pricey. Like, that's really, really pricey for her. John Doe, thank you for the follow. No, Bobby Fish, that's mean. Delete that. Come on, Bobby Fish. We're not saying that. Lefty, can you comment on Destroyer's rework? I don't think Destroyer's getting a rework. All the champions that are getting reworks are up here. So we got, let me see, Korg, Jabari, Arcus, Lady Deathstrike, Infamous Iron Man, Captain America, Man-Thing, Sandman, and Emma Frost, and still Pimp X. I don't think there's gonna be. Can you put the slide where there's info about us having a Stellar Force Star-Lord to clear specific content? What are you talking about? I don't think there is one. My name is what? Thank you for the follow. The bonus for update. What's buff champs you excited about the most? The buff probably Emma Frost and Sandman. The damage that they were doing with Sandman, that was intriguing. Destroyer got a buff via a new mechanic. Oh, for his dupe? For Destroyer's dupe? Did I miss that? Oh, let me see if I can find it. You talking about this? I think Pinksy looks all right. And Madeline looks upsetting. I got 180K. I think I got like 150K radiance. I think. I'm not sure. Destroyer has something with his hinder. Yeah, it looks like cleaned up the way certain effects occasionally used as buffs are built so they better interact with hinder. Some relevant effects include confidence, glancing, death immunity, exorable, route, untouchable. Destroyer 75% hinder debuff will now reduce Cersei's glancing buff ability to glance, resulting in her only having 25% chance to glance attacks. What do you think about Stellar Force pieces costing like 20 versus Deathless piece costing about 50K? They lower the price. Yeah, I think that's good though, Negan. I think I'm here for that. They lowered the price. I'm here for that. Because I won't lie, the Deathless pieces were expensive, and if you missed out on grinding the content, then you were SOL. Are drops showing up here? Other people, I don't see them in my inventory. Yeah, they're showing up here. I have them on. Did you claim the drops? Not all of them. I have them to claim. I haven't claimed the last one yet. Let me refresh it. I'm at 85%. When I claim them, when I get them all, I'll claim them. Can you explain how we get the first blade piece? I think it was in some content, right? The first Stellar Force blade. First piece available in this month's AWES. So Alliance War, Epic Stampede, or what is AWES? I don't know what that is. Alliance Wars. Oh, Alliance War Showcase? I still have 1 hour on the drops. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to be live for the next hour. I will be ending the YouTube stream, though. Rifters, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Lefty, can you show the Ascension and dupe for Stellar Force Star-Lord, please? Ascension and Star-Lord? Hold on. You can ascend Star-Lord? I think you can, yeah. Let me see if I can find it. So, where's it at? So y'all come through me for recaps on the live stream. I'm here for that. Where is Star-Lord? There he is. I didn't get your reward. I used your code. You don't get a reward. It's just if you spend money, I get a kickback. If you want a promo code, we got to use We Love John. When will promo code expire? I'm not sure. Yo, Lefty, it's Aubrey. What up, chats? Yeah, that Mystic Blade looks like. How you doing, Covenant? AKA Aubrey. I hope you're well. Hope your sons are doing good too. Abyssquake. Where is Abyssquake at anyway? I don't even know where she is. I know she's in Abyss. I'm talking about where on the path is she? Jake Osaurus, thank you for the follow. So you said Emma Frost is the one you think would be good. All of them look good. But I'm excited about Emma Frost probably the most. And Sandman. When will the promo code expire? I don't know. Is Wolverine any good? No, Smiling Ninja, he's not. Viz for you, thank you for the follow. Trappin' Captain, appreciate the check-in. Sup, James, thank you for the follow. Doing Epoch with Ironheart Hero will be easy. Epoch, what path are we taking for the hero path? There has to be an easy path for the hero and the villain path. Messi or Ronaldo? I would say Messi. Ronaldo's great though, but Messi, I don't know how to explain it. Messi seems like I can more identify with Messi because it seemed like me and him have probably the same background. We started from nothing and was given and we had to work our tail off. And I'm not saying Ronaldo didn't work his tail off and didn't start from nothing, but I'm just saying Messi, I just feel like I can identify with him more. It's Epoch Gauntlets. Oh, the Epoch Gauntlet. All heroes? I kind of want to do it today. I want to do that today. Would like to have a word with you, Lefty. Oh no, I don't want issues with Astro Speed. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan of Astro Speed. I usually buy units for $5. I use your code. Will that help you? Yes. Anytime you use my code, it helps me. So GG's to everyone using the code. GG's to everyone that's sending their Twitch Prime sub or becoming a sub member on Twitch. I do appreciate that. Messi is a silver spoon baby, more like a ghost. How? I thought he started from nothing and then worked his tail off to get where he is. I mean, I think Messi and Ronaldo are both great though. Like I'm fans of both of them. Like if you made me choose, I would choose Messi, but I think they're both great. Do we use the code then purchase? Yeah, use the code then purchase. What do we need Sandman for? Damage. Sleepy Joe. Or Sleepy J. Bro, he's still a world-class athlete. That was easy. Yeah, but the thing is, Ronaldo and Messi are world-class athletes. You can say LeBron or Jordan. Everyone has their preference. I choose Jordan, but I still love LeBron. Still a LeBron fan. What do we get from the promo code? We love John. Sup, James? Type it in. Go type it in, man. It's worth it. It's a free gift from Kabam. The other black man, is that free-to-play friendly? As you know, the other black man all of a sudden cares about the free-to-play accounts. All of a sudden, he cares about the free-to-play accounts. Like, all of a sudden. I care about free-to-play.
Stop the cap.
Thank you for that. Whoever typed that, thank you for that. Ian Darkfane. I might be wrong, but does Korg seem like he bleeds will work fine like She-Hulk's traumas? I'm not sure. Caden Hertz, thank you for the follow. You're right, I'll try. Yeah, but it's a free account. Like, I mean, a free gifts. Like, so just go use it and see what you get. The side-eye camera. Yeah, Ras, that camera is specifically for side-eye. Anytime someone says or does something wild in my chat, me and the chat look at each other with the side-eye like, really? Like when Kabam was trying to sell us on Magic. We'll see though. We'll see what this match is gonna be about. Hey, Nightcrawler, thank you for the Prime membership. Appreciate that. Messi is Federer. Ronaldo is Djokovic. I'm gonna be honest. I think I like Djokovic when it comes to tennis. Roger Federer is good, but Djokovic? I just feel like he just dominates. Virtual, appreciate the follow. Course Bleed had a limit of 9, so the burst will have a cap. I'm getting tired of Kabam putting the shackles on her brother. Thoughts on Marvel? You know what I'm actually that no one else is talking about? Hold on. No one else spoke about this, and the community, we complained about this, and Kabam is doing something about it, and no one said anything. I think Kabam deserves GGs in chat, guys. Kabam deserves GGs for this. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I don't know where it's at. Damn, Kabam did put out a lot of content. He did say 110 slides. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Kabam is changing attack health remaining. Experimenting scoring format for that season only to not give points for attacker health remaining. So it's going to be based on what? Damage you have done and timing. That's a W. That is a W. I've been complaining about that for years at this point. If I finish my defender and my opponent doesn't finish their defender, they should not win because they have more health than me. They should not win because of that. In a fighting game, the goal should be finishing the fight, right or wrong. It's so humbling to do your best, finish a fight against a difficult defender, and, you know, survive and still have health, and then only to realize my opponent couldn't finish their opponent, but they still won because they have more health than me. That's just not fair. I'm sorry, that's just not fair. I'm just not a fan of that. Like, nah. Well, enter the new code for this on the MCoC Kabam store. Master, Alpha, we're not doing that. You can delete the message or you can get banned. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to ban you, but I want you to delete that message. I'm going to let you delete it because I feel like you can do it. Can we ban him? Yeah, if he doesn't delete the message. Oh, well, never mind. What if they finish the fight but have more health? It's unfair either way. What if they finish the fight but have more health? What do you mean, Downey? If I finish my fight and they finish their fight and they have more health, they should win. But if I finish my fight and they can't finish their fight, that's an automatic L for you. That's an automatic loss. I finished the fight, you didn't. Oh, you did? Oh, that was the second time? Yeah, Chuck, thank you for that. We complain about the Battlegrounds all we want. Kabam deserves GG's in chat for making that change because I was just complaining about that. So Kabam, thank you for that. And the other black man, I know you can hear me. I want to see GG's from you in chat because you said, whoa, 40 champ decks are not free to play friendly. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So I want to see GG's from the other black man. I know you can hear me. I know you're out there. Watch the other black man not even say it. That's just sad. Chat, I want to see GG's for Kabam in chat. GG's, because this was a change I've been waiting for them to do for a long time. Are they fixing max making? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Thoughts on your new champions? I'm more excited about Madeline Pryor. No, the other black man. I want GG's in chat.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me? If you don't put GG's in chat...
And I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts.
I want to see GG's in chat for Kabam. We're always talking about, oh, Kabam don't listen. Kabam don't do this. And now Kabam is showing us that they're listening to us. They're listening to our feedback. Okay, GG's in chat for Kabam. They deserve it. They deserve it. The other black man, I don't see it. I don't see GG's. I don't see GG's. The other black man being petty. The other black man being petty. So we're just going to be petty? The other black man, that's what we're doing? Just sad. Just sad. Just sad.
You know, black people. No.
Oh, y'all crashed the chat. Damn it. Hold on. Y'all crashed the chat. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all crashed the chat again. Damn it. Where's it at? There it is. Okay, here we go. No, I want you to type GG's the other black man. I want you to type it.
Do a barrel roll.
Don't give me a emo. I want you to type GG's in chat for Kabam. Those exact words. GG's in chat for Kabam. I know you can do it. I believe in you. The other black man, he's not gonna type. He's not gonna type it. He does not like giving Kabam props. He does not like doing it. Thoughts on Sam Wilson buff? I don't really know. I'm not really the biggest fan of him, so I don't really care for it. You spun around, I'm trippy. Oh yeah, my chat, they have access to effects. If you on Twitch, I put effects in for my chat. GG's for Kabam, thank you for that. Yeah, the other black man, he's not gonna say it. Hell no, see, I knew it. Like, so the other black man, you're just a hater. I want you to admit, in this moment, you're a hater. You live to hate on Kabam. You don't like giving them props. If you want an adjective with your opinions on Kabam, I will respect it, but you're just a hater on Kabam. So anytime you be like, oh, Lefty's defending Kabam, he's always working for Kabam. No, my opinion on Kabam is very objective. I criticize them where it's needed, and I congratulate them where it's needed. You only criticize them, so don't call me a Kabam apologist anymore. You can't call me that anymore. I just proved your point. Wrong. I want to see GG in chat for Kabam. All that complaining you do about Kabam and how terrible the deals are and blah, 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 blah. They do something right. You don't even congratulate them. Lefty, do you know if Kabam will give us a promo code? Yeah, it's on screen. So, yeah, but I'll say it's easy to complain about Kabam. That's low-hanging fruit. Anyone can complain. But can you compliment Kabam when they do something right? That's who I hold in high regard. If you're only complaining about Kabam, you're just a hater. You're just being a hater. I want to see compliments for Kabam. I was just complaining about the health issue for Battlegrounds, and Kabam was like, all right, Lefty, we see your health issue and we're going to do something about it. What you got to say now? What I got to say now is GG's. Thank you for listening. Low-hanging fruit. It is. It's so easy to complain about Kabam. It's so easy. It's not hard. It's low-hanging fruit. How many of y'all could be like, you know what, Kabam? You did that right. I'm happy for you. Lefty, you will change your mind about the BG change? I probably will. But I'll tell you one thing. At least Kabam is listening. They added 40 champs to the deck. They added 5 bans, and now they're adding they're updating the scoring. Because I was complaining about the scoring. I said I don't like the scoring. The scoring is horrible in Battlegrounds. It is. The scoring is terrible in Battlegrounds. It makes me mad because the scoring in Battlegrounds doesn't incentivize winning the fight. And that's an issue. In a fighting game, the goal should be to win the fight. You should be rewarded for winning the fight. And Kabam was like, all right, Lefty, we hear you, and we'll do this. Saw7, thank you for this follow. Top 3 things you'd like to add it with our cases? Mystique, because I know Kabam could be creative with that. GG Kabam, love since 2014. Right. The other black men done gone silent. They'll get my most sincere GG whenever they fix it. No, you can't keep moving the goalposts. They did something right, so you can be like, you know what? GG's. I appreciate that. It's easy to criticize Kabam, the other black man, but I want to see you compliment them. I got Valiant, and I'm team learning to play more champs through your vid, so thank you. No problem, Twan Smith. I appreciate that. Complaining about the scoring of BG. Yeah, I don't like the scoring. I don't like the scoring because it doesn't make sense to me. I just got over that. I kind of said they're dropping back issues. Are you really sad, though? Is anyone really sad about them dropping back issues? Because if you haven't been in back issues for over a year, you're not sad. You're not. Vine, just because you asked. Yeah, but I'll say yes. I'll say my thing is the other black man. You can have your opinion on Kabam. I understand it. But if they're making an effort to try to make the game more enjoyable, like I'm not saying they need a grand, oh, thank you, and you always been. No, you just say GG's. That was a good move. That was a good move. That was a good move. I appreciate that, Kabam. Thank you for listening. So no one can say, Kabam doesn't listen to us. They listen. They do listen. They don't respond to everything we say, but they do listen. Better to drop back issues than dropping back shots, I guess. What? What?
What?
Should stay for lower players.
What are you talking about, man?
Nah, you good. We don't need back issues. No one does back issues. Matter of fact, let me ask you a question. Serious question. As of this moment right now, who in the chat has 100% all the back issues? If you haven't 100% back issues, then you can't say, well, I was going to do it. No, you weren't. You weren't. And it's okay. Kabam, you can take back issues away. You can take it away. Delithius. Actually, you know what, Delithius? I actually believe you. You probably have 100% it. Back issue units, W. I just got the game yesterday. I want them. You want what? Not me. I'm about to say none of y'all have 100%. A few of y'all have. I feel like we have about 1,400 people watching right now. I guarantee you maybe 5 or 6 of y'all have 100% back issues. Everyone else, y'all haven't. So you can go ahead and stop lying.
I beg your pardon?
This discussion is officially over. We're moving on. I'm 100% all back issue. No, you haven't, Slight. I've seen your account. You haven't. I haven't all of them due to boredom. When does Sam Wilson update go live? I think next month. No reason to compete. The rewards aren't. I would agree. The rewards aren't worth it. I haven't even 100% them. I have all of them difficulties, and they can take them away. As a matter of fact, that was kind of a trick question. Thank you, Wolverine. I feel like if you 100% of them, you don't care about them. And if you haven't 100% of them, you don't care about them. So yeah, Kabam, that's another GG's moment from you. The other black man, you know what to put in chat. Go ahead. It comes after the letter F and before the letter H. You know what? I need 2 of them. Go ahead, the other black man. Give Kabam a rare 2 GG day for Kabam. Let's go, Kabam. Hey, thank you, Dark Phoenix, for resubscribing with the Prime. The back issues were easy units. Bobby says G. We're about to end the Red App stream here, just so you know. We're going to be ending the YouTube stream here. We've been streaming for about 4 hours on YouTube, and we don't need to stream any longer over there. We're going to bring everybody on over to the Purple App. GG, wash your hands. They said they might bring them back in the future, hopefully with some better rewards or reason to do it. Yeah. I'm the 3rd black man. Together we make the Holy Trinity. Are the units in back issues? I think they are. Lefty, what do you think we should see updates on the game AI? They said sometime in 2026. I expect you to go live on YouTube again in 3 hours or we fight. In 3 hours, that's 7 o'clock. We might be able to swing that. But yeah, guys, we're going to be ending. Let's go here real quick. Oh, crap. I went to the wrong screen. I'm alone. It's just me in here. Echo, echo, echo. Found any code so far, bro? What do you mean? All right, yeah, we're going to be ending the YouTube stream here. Let me go to a couple places real quick. Because my computer's like, if you don't end one of these damn streams soon, I'm going to punch someone. I'm going to punch them. Okay, we're ending the YouTube short stream right there. So we're not live on YouTube Shorts anymore. I got him a 6-star, but I got Dazzler. Okay, okay. So YouTube short stream is officially done. And we're about to end the, that should lighten up the load on my PC too. Yeah, that lightened up the load. Let's end the regular YouTube stream. All right, YouTube, I'll be back later for Resident Evil, just so you know. We'll be playing Resident Evil probably later on today. I'm not sure what time. There's still some things I have to do. I might not even be able to do it today, but it's such a nice day. I feel like maybe, is it just me? But when it's sunny outside, I feel like that's a reason to go outside. Like, I feel like if it's sunny outside, you shouldn't be in the house, you know? But that's just maybe because, you know, as kids, my parents always told us to go outside. All right, peace out, YouTube.